Hey guys, this is Rusty. Our audio on our microphones got fucked up after 20 minutes, so after 20 minutes, it's only camera audio. The quality is actually better than I anticipated, but if you notice a big shift from there, that's what that is. All right, intro now.
Welcome to Come and join the rest of the crowd. There's a line across the bound from your way. You'll see the best in basketball when you watch the NBA.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Rusty and Mojo show. Today we have a very special guest who I'm surprised did this because I wouldn't have driven that fucking far, and that is Legend of Winning. What's up?
What up, podcast people? It's the one and only Legend of Winning, a.k.a. Low.
That's the iconic intro.
Thank y'all for having me, man. Thank y'all
That's
for having
crazy
me.
to hear you in person for the first time.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Facts.
It's weird. It's weird when you see someone behind a camera for a long time. You're just like, oh yeah, it's a person. Like when I saw Agent in person, I was like, it felt weird.
That is very true. Very true. That was actually when I first moved with him. It was the first time I ever seen him. So,
Yeah.
well, in person. And I was like, yeah, that's weird that I've been talking to you through like Skype for like 3 years now.
Yeah,
and
it's the
I've
same
never
shit that
seen
happened
you.
when I met these two. Rudy's behind the camera as usual.
Yeah.
When I saw him, I was like, fuck, that dude's a lot bigger than I thought he was.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Because I knew he was in good shape, but he walked up, his biceps were big as my head. I'm like, god
Oh
damn.
my god. Not even like that.
Yeah, we're playing a 1v1 tomorrow, and I'm not going to win. Because
That's tough. That's tough.
what I've always did, because as a big guy, you bully people in the post a
Yeah,
little
facts,
bit.
yeah.
But I'm not going to be able to bully him.
Why not? What?
He
he's
can't
strong
even
enough.
bully him.
Nah,
Believe it
he
or
was
not.
fouling the shit out of me.
I wouldn't call it a foul.
How many elbows can one man put into
We're
your
playing
back in one
basketball the
possession?
concrete. Basketball in the concrete is different from basketball in the gym.
So I'm allowed to get punched in the face?
Absolutely, bro. You want those playing grounds? Of
All right,
course.
well, if that's the case, I'm allowed to punch back.
Of course. Like, I don't understand why
You ain't ready for that.
How tall are you? How tall are you?
6'1", 6'2" with like basketball shoes on.
Oh, so he's okay.
Yeah, so it's not a huge height advantage.
Yeah, okay.
And
That's the problem.
You know what? You know what's funny, though? And I'll say this for another podcast. So many people give me shit for not being able to dunk at my height. He has a taller standing reach than me. And he's not white.
But I mean, like, my thing is just I can't put the ball literally inside the hoop. You know, it always ricochets.
So what
off,
I'm hearing
or,
is
like,
you can't dunk.
I can dunk. It's not a clean dunk.
No, you can't.
You're
dunk.
misunderstanding me.
I don't
This
think you
is
can
a
dunk.
clean dunk. That's all. Can you touch the rim?
That's tough.
It's supposed to be about.
Can you?
me taking-
No, I can't.
Oh, damn, that's tough. Damn,
Dude, I so strongly hurt or perpetuate the stereotype that white men can't jump because I can't whatsoever. And I got the same shit from my dad. My dad said he could, in his prime, he could dunk a volleyball. I can't even do that.
Yeah, man, you're in your prime right now.
I guess I should be.
That's tough, bro.
Maybe 40 pounds from now I'll be in my prime, but I still won't be able to dunk then.
Now you should be telling them to touch the rim though.
Look.
I'm just saying, like, forget the dunking part. You should be able to touch the rim.
I can
though.
touch, like, middle of the net.
Uh,
I'm about, like, 6 inches from touching the...
Wait, we talking about you jumping?
Yeah. Part of it is I have bad jumping form, and my friend Xavier, who's a good athlete, like, he's like, the way you jump is like you don't know how to jump at all.
Oh wait, you can touch the net without jumping, right?
Almost. I barely jump.
So
I
you
touch
go
the
from
net.
almost touching the net without jumping to then jumping and touching middle of the net?
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's real tough.
I wasn't planning on opening with this, but here we go.
I was trying to get a diagram of like how high your vert is.
Yeah, it's not much. When I measured for high school when I was like 15, they said it was 12 inches, and
Ooh.
that was now 40 pounds less than what I am right now. So it's probably the weight's holding me down even more. So I'm probably like an 8-inch vertical, like on some Nikola Jokic shit. Because that man Nikola Jokic, 7 feet tall, he dunked 10 times this year. And they're all rim grazers. I watched a compilation. I was like, how do you do that at 7 feet tall? And he has a 7'2" wingspan. It's not like he's got T-Rex arms like I do, because at least I have a 5'10" wingspan.
yeah. Currently, I think if I was to compare you to an NBA player, I got it now. Jared Dudley. I got it.
I think Jared Dudley arms are long though.
That's mean. That's some mean shit. He's got some flabby arms, though. I mean, you're comparing me to, like, one of the worst players in the league.
Right, he's a good player to have. Dude, I was watching the 1v1 that I recorded with my cousin, and I saw that, like, you were on the bench, you're elite, just like Jared Dudley. The Nets will never be the same without him, bro.
All right.
Everybody
He call you a reserve.
I mean,
He call you an
everybody
elite
needs a player,
reserve.
Bro. You're elite on the bench. You bring that energy, bro.
No one aspires to be Jared Dudley, Mojo.
I mean,
Who the fuck has a poster of Jared Dudley in their house and like
So you
one
can play
day?
defense?
No, I don't play defense either, so I don't get
That's
that
not Jared
comparison.
Dudley, no.
All I
I
do,
was fucking
all I
thinking
do
about
is shoot
offensive.
threes and hype people up on the bench, and then when I have someone smaller than me, I can post them up.
That's
But
like Steve Novak, though.
Steve Novak's probably better, and he's probably on the same tier as. That's not much better. So, but he had he had that 1 year with the Knicks where he was fucking awesome. But other than that,
Nah, Dudley's better than Steve Novak.
yeah, he probably is.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, especially prime because Jared Dudley now probably not, but Jared
No,
Dudley.
yeah, in their primes for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
Well, fuck me. I'm not even good at. I'm not even prime Jared Dudley down to scale down to competition, obviously, because Jared Dudley could 21-0 all of us.
Yeah.
so you about to read off questions?
Yeah. Well, I have two questions that I had out of the top of my head that I want to ask immediately, which is one. Oh, actually, I actually want to read off a question that I got first, and then that. So I got a question that was like, when are we getting a dungeon tour? And I want to say because I saw the dungeon is like it's fine. There's there's one wall of it where there's like not the what do you call it
The wall isn't there.
yeah, like you see the frames that are usually in the wall and the wires and shit. But other than that, it just looks like a basement.
Well, to be honest with you, okay, so the part you saw really and truly was never really a part of the dungeon. It was
you
just
finessed me. You actually have a dungeon.
yeah. So yeah, the part that you saw while record, I literally just moved that stuff in there last week. So before my setup was on the back of the wall when you first walk in. The problem with it though is that it echoes really loud, and so I had like this mic and like 7 other USB wires from one wall all the way into that little closet area. And then I eventually just got to the point where I was like, oh, we're going to be here for possibly another year or two, so I'll just move my setup in there. So all that stuff you saw in there is like literally just got in there. And the reason it looks like a dungeon because the stuff ain't finished. But the rest of the room is like, it's 2 rooms.
So where do you keep like the shackles?
Oh, that's off in the closet, man. I didn't show you the whole.
This man has
whole,
a stripper pole in his like setup.
Oh, really?
No, but it's not my setup. It's in like my bedroom.
Yeah,
In your
even
bedroom?
better.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Like,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
it's
Wait,
a whole
hold on.
situation. It's not one
It'd be
room.
wild if I had it behind my desk. No, yeah. So
That'd be
yeah, I
good
have
for
a-
streaming.
Yeah, that would.
That would be
There is a streamer though who does that.
really.
Yeah, there
she-
is.
yeah, she does,
But I
yes.
wasn't talking about bringing a woman in.
I was talking.
Wait, what? Yeah, all right.
I was on that shit. I was on that shit.
Yeah, that's what I was on. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's just a thing that we be saying, but it's not really an actual dungeon.
Yeah, it's
It don't
a
look like
good
that.
meme though, so we're gonna keep saying it's a dungeon.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Other one I want to know: what's it like living with Agent? And don't give me some PC ass answer. Give me the real answer.
I mean, it has ups and downs, but it's
I
like
want some dirty detail.
no. It has ups and downs, but that's
Not really, because I got his follow the other day, and I'm not trying to lose it. So
Oh.
don't expose him completely.
It's like a regular roommate. Like it's ups and downs and stuff like that. It's a lot more ups just because it's a lot of things we have in common, of course, and creating content is like just 10 times easier now. You can just
Yeah, I imagine so.
you can just yell downstairs and be like, yo, I'm ready to do a video right now, and then we can just start recording a video. So like stuff like that is significantly easier, and just communication is vastly easier. But the house is big enough to where like we don't run into each other. Yeah,
I
we don't.
pulled up in their neighborhood. I was like, "This is bougie as shit."
Yeah. So, we don't run into each other. We don't like all the really really bad parts that you would have potentially with a roommate. I don't have
you can
that
avoid
problem.
them.
Yeah, you can avoid them because the house is like big enough to where we don't have to like share too much of anything in close proximity. But outside of that, like it's cool. Like he's cool, Willie's
Okay.
cool, all that stuff.
Okay, I'm trying to get something here. What's the pet peeve? Because everyone's got one.
It's I can tell that the way that they live is vastly different from how I grew up. So like they'll leave like
Yeah,
the
I've heard
gas.
that on the podcast.
Yeah,
before.
they'll leave like the gas on the stove on. I'm like, I'm downstairs,
Yeah, I
about
kinda-
to just pass out.
I
'cause
almost
y'all
set
left
this
that on.
house on fire not long ago.
Exactly.
Literally like an hour ago.
Yeah,
Because
so
I left a brownie in the microwave.
So stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'm
because
like,
I grew up very similar to Agent. Every time he talks about it, like I just lived in suburbia and didn't get outside of that bubble for a good while. Like that's kind of some shit that I went through.
But I grew up in suburban as well. My mom she just
She's
helped me
more
too.
hard on you about it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
like that, and then when we grill outside, he'll leave the gas on. Like we be joking, but he legitimately like the whole
my thing
grill
is-
was engulfed in flames. like two or 3 times. Like that's not even. We're not
thing-
even joking.
I can still smell some of the smoke, so it's not completely
Exactly,
gone.
yeah.
But it's like I don't know. Like part of that is like that's kind of on the parents a bit because they didn't really teach them that.
Oh yeah, that's true. But a lot of it's just trial and error. Like, how do you not?
But you went through the trial and error before him, so it's almost like you're a bit more mature.
Oh, for sure. That's not even.
You're also a couple years older than him, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I'm a few.
According to B-Souls, you say you're 35 all the time.
No, I'm 69. I'm 69. But the thing is,
my bad.
Even like when we first moved in, Waleed, like I don't know if y'all know, but like when you're doing a dishwasher, like you can't put like the dish detergent in a dish. Like the dish detergent you put in the sink, you can't put that in a dishwasher.
Well, I've never done that. I just put dishes in there. I've never ever thought to do that.
But he put the dish detergent.
What does it do though?
It just suds it up. Like it's a whole bunch of soap, and they'll clog it up and they'll pour it. Like so, I walked up one day, there's water all over the floor. I'm like, yo, what's going on? So like, yeah, stuff like that where I didn't think I had to explain.
I feel like you
that.
move around the house and just see some shit you don't like and just go right back down to the dungeon.
Yeah, I do. I walked upstairs. He had water and suds all over the floor, and I was like, I'm just getting
like these fucking
get
guys.
some water real quick, and I'm gonna go right back downstairs. So yeah, I don't really. Yeah, it's not as bad, but things like that, I'm like, all right, what are y'all doing right now?
Yeah, all right.
So
you have to be kind of the parent sometimes. Or at least, or you have to be the one that points it out.
I'm like the older
brother,
older teen brother, or just older brother, where I just look at y'all crazy and then just go back downstairs. Like I don't really have time to talk to y'all about this at all.
All right.
So I had a question.
Yeah.
So since I was in like high school, I want to say like maybe 16, 17 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I think I started watching your reviews then.
Okay.
And
how old are you now?
I'm 21 now.
Okay.
Maybe 16. I don't remember. Something like that.
He started right around then, so you probably got in early.
Yeah, so 17.
Back when you were doing those cartoon thumbnails.
Yeah. Literally, I was going to mention that. So I've been watching you since then. Had no idea you lived here. And
those cicadas are loud as fuck.
Yeah, they are. So I see YouTube growth and like your evolution through YouTube. And all of a sudden, I think maybe up to these last like few months, 2020, like you just make a switch. And you just start like throwing more, like you start being truly yourself on camera,
or at least attempting to.
Yeah.
Or are you talking about off of his channel, like elsewhere?
Yeah, elsewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elsewhere. So I know it's a switch. I'm like, I never seen this side of him before. I like it, but I want to be like,
yeah. I think
what made
I was
you
very
make
surprised
that switch. Because like you're always like so like on your YouTube channel, you're like so formal and like very informative.
It's like you're showing up for an interview.
You're exquisite and you're really like I don't know.
Exquisite.
I don't know how to describe it, but you're just like very professional, you know.
It's funny because like if you even for like years now before that, if you ever talked to me off the channel, like in Skype call or Discord or something like that, that's the way you talking while I'm on other channels. That's how I normally am anyway.
Well, I assume so.
Yeah, so B-So said the same thing about it. Like when I first met you, it was like XYZ. Same thing with SCC and Zachary. So I don't know if it's necessarily a switch. It's just that he doesn't. There's no need for me to. I don't deem it necessary for me to do that on the basketball channel type of thing. And when I was first starting, I just didn't want to come across as like a mockery. And the first like video I uploaded was like a very, very, very hot or controversial take. And so I knew for a fact the only way that people, the only way that people could actually take me serious is if I came across as serious. And so that kind of set the tone, and I just kind of kept that tone throughout the entire.
Well, I'll tell you, being
channel.
taken seriously can sometimes be a double-edged sword.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Especially if you seem like a fucking idiot on one take, and they're
Exactly.
like, "I thought you were the serious dude, and you're coming out here with this bullshit."
Exactly. But I mean, as time progressed, especially on Twitter, people they understand.
Oh yeah, your Twitter account is nothing but trolling practice.
Yeah, exactly. So people on Twitter know me a bit more, but I really wouldn't say it was a switch. I just feel like that's always been me. And if you saw me on other videos with Agent earlier on, you probably would have caught a little bit more of that as well.
Yeah, there were some glimpses, but it wasn't
random
outright.
2K videos and stuff.
Oh, but also there's a lot of shit where I've said things and like we just had to cut it out.
Yeah, I know. They say there's a lot of shit.
There's just a lot of shit that we end up just having to cut out. But I don't know if it's a decision though. It just naturally.
I have a question that might get this pod demonetized. So, what's not the worst, but what's a more recent joke they had to cut? That
I can't. Yeah,
you can't. You're not trying to get canceled.
Yeah, it would be canceled. Okay,
what's one that's not cancel worthy?
I don't know. They're bad enough to where There's things that they leave in those moment videos where I'm surprised that they left in the moments video. Honestly, like there's certain things where I just like
Those
wow.
moments video are genuinely some of my favorite content on YouTube.
Yeah, so
It's some good shit. Like being able to make 2K entertaining is very hard because that game's boring as
it
shit.
is.
So if you can pull that off, that's impressive.
I think the one that was crazy when I first started realizing when I came up and I was I dressed like a Trump supporter, so I had a red hat on.
Oh
Yeah, and so I did all that, and then we were saying really, 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 really crazy shit in that video.
I imagine so.
But there was only a thing, and there was like a lot of things that I don't think Phantom, because I think we recorded with Phantom, or he understood what I was saying. But there was a lot of really crazy and reckless shit. But like again, that's just been me in general, and so like for the people out there, y'all been on my Discord and stuff like that, y'all know about it. But I don't really know if it's been like a decision, but more or less just
natural progression.
Yeah, natural progression or whatever the whatever it causes. If you saw me in 2018 and you just needed me to be funny for a video, I would still be funny for the video. It's just happened more, and plus, me and Agent now we live together, so
that's
it's just
what, like,
more.
Well, I don't
really,
think I don't think
it
he was
helps
saying like you just became a different person, just that you started showing who you were more.
Yeah, it's just showing.
I think
who
he
am.
helps like your evolution a lot.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I want to move down here with him, because I think we help each other quite a bit.
Yeah.
Just like having people who do such similar stuff to you and all that stuff.
Exactly. But that's also the reason why I'm thinking about getting into streaming and stuff like that, because I think that's just an easier way to make content, especially for like a second channel or stream clips and stuff like that.
I'll tell you, I did not like streaming because it was stressful to me, because I was trying to play 2K like seriously, and then also talk to the chat, and I was going back and forth playing like 60% of my ability.
Streaming is it for me. Streaming is it for me.
Yeah, it is, because you pulled like 30,000 views in total on one of your streams when you posted it. It was his live reaction to the draft.
It was like
draft
lottery reaction.
You got 30,000 live people.
4,000
not
live, but like in total, like
That's
4,000.
still good though. 4,000 live.
That's like cumulative. So like,
But no, 4,000 live is still good. It's like
peaked.
it's like your rage,
which is
numbers.
crazy for his channel size.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like your rage numbers. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I literally took my phone. It was last minute, so I didn't warn anybody. But I was like, I'm just gonna do this, and I recorded.
Because your live reactions are entertaining as shit. So you're like, oh shit, the sun's got this big. Like, yeah. Or you were mostly
was
the
the Cameron Johnson.
Well, this was this is the lottery, not the draft.
Yeah, this is the draft lottery, the order.
Oh, the order. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
and then I streamed it. Yeah, it was the draft.
Didn't you say?
Pulled,
didn't the Bulls get 7 again that year?
Yeah, something like that.
I might actually try streaming the draft lottery.
Did you take that shit down?
No,
he didn't show it. He was just
finessed
his face.
Oh.
Like everyone's like, watch it at home and then see what I think.
Okay.
I finessed it because I had my laptop in the background.
Yeah, I might.
And I was like switching on and off.
I might try that because I think people getting my live reaction to where the Bulls get a 7th pick again would probably be pretty good.
Yeah,
You are a Bulls fan.
Yes, I am.
How
It's
can you
fame.
function in life? Like,
Pain.
Who says that I do?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Who says that I? You're a Hawks fan. Shut the fuck up,
bro. It's better than that. I'd
That's
rather be
way
a Hawks
better.
fan than Bulls. What you talking about? Shut the fuck up. No,
See,
you're
like,
a Bulls fan, bro.
Right now, I don't know how far I could go because I would just make like a suicidal jokes. I don't know. It's like
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
I don't know how you haven't killed yourself right now. So there's absolutely no way I can see them like play basketball and just be okay with that.
Look, man. I mean, if you're, I got nothing to say to that.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
No way, no. And you don't have like someone like Trae Young to be like optimistic
Yeah,
about.
like Trae Young can be a superstar. No one on the Bulls can be a superstar.
Nobody.
Yeah, it's depressing. I'm fully aware of that. But I'm at the point where like, because there's the rumor that they're going to keep Jim Boylan. Like if that happens, I'm completely checked out mentally.
Seems like you're just like numb to the pain now.
Yes, I am.
Very bad.
Yeah,
bro.
very
I am
bad.
numb to the pain.
That's like crazy. It's like Knicks fan type bad.
Yeah.
Like you got to that point. You
Just need to put a
just
garbage
Yo,
bag over my face.
that's crazy. Y'all are going down like the spiral
if
of
the Bulls,
Yo, that's crazy.
If the Bulls never drafted Michael Jordan,
Yo, y'all are the Knicks.
yes, if they never
Yo,
drafted Michael
y'all are
Jordan.
the Knicks.
But
Y'all
here's
haven't been
the
good
thing.
since the 90s.
Okay,
fuck.
they're good for 1 year. All right, give them that.
Oh.
The Bulls, in my time since being a fan, have had one 50-win season, and they won exactly 50 games.
When was his?
2015.
Oh, so you haven't been a Bull fan that long?
I've been a Bulls fan since 2012. I missed Derrick Rose, so I didn't even get the one.
Why?
Good
Why
year.
would you do after Derrick Rose?
Well, that was just poor timing on my part.
I know, but you don't have to fully commit though. Like as soon as 2012 and he got hurt, I'd be like, all right, I'm
I
not
became
really
a Bulls fan.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
I just back out. That's crazy.
Like I became a Bulls fan because my dad became a Bulls fan in the 80s, and every time I'm like, could you not just been like a Warriors fan in the 80s? My life could have been so much better because I would have been a Warriors fan in 2012, and then heaven from there on.
You don't have to follow your father's footsteps. Like you
I
can just
don't.
pick another team.
Honestly, I've thought about it a
My
lot.
thing
The
is
problem
that,
is it's like an abusive relationship. Like I can't leave.
Yeah, bro. You getting beat. You getting the
No.
fuck beat up, bro.
No. Like, of course, it's advisable to leave,
Yeah.
but like, I can't.
Yeah, you too attached.
I'm
bro.
being held hostage.
Yeah, you too attached. Bro. Get out of your emotions with that team, bro.
You were about to say something before I cut
Yeah,
you
what
off.
about to say?
Oh yeah, so I was gonna say you're a Hawks fan. Are you from
No, he's
Atlanta?
not.
No, I'm a
You're a
Lakers
Lakers fan.
Yeah.
No, we're not. That's what I was about to say. No. So where are you from?
I'm from Atlanta. Yeah.
So
Wow.
what?
I'm a
No.
Laker. I'm a Laker,
like-
Hawks,
Yeah.
Heat fan.
I never knew about the Heat, but the Lakers, I knew first. But like as soon as Trae Young came, I was like, "What's this dude? Don't like mention the Hawks."
Oh, yeah, those are my Atlanta Hawks. Yeah.
What? That's what I'm saying. Because like
Yeah,
I'm on the
it's
same
like-
boat as you.
Dude,
'cause
his
I
Twitter
kinda
account
root
is
for-
only trolling. You can't be looking at that
Dude,
like, oh
but
yeah, he's a
like-
Hawks fan.
I know, but like I'm a Hawks fan, but I like LeBron. I'm like a LeBron fan too. So like I have the same kind of like fan tendencies as you. So I'm just like,
No, you don't. No.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't. I'm not like.
You
I'm
don't.
not an individual player. No.
I could never
Okay.
be a fan of an individual player like that.
So
Other
what
than
made
Kobe.
you a Lakers
After that, I
fan?
don't think I could ever be.
When I was growing up, my great grandmother, she was a Lakers fan. Kind of, but just in the family.
Great. So you like, let me find the justification.
Is it great or no? Maybe just great. But it was
Great. That's hard to
either
find.
great grandmother was a Lakers fan, and when I used to go in her house, she legitimately had like posters of Kareem and Magic on the wall, which is just the wildest shit in the
Yeah,
world.
that's weird.
Yeah, and so from there, I kind of just gravitated towards them, and grew up. When I grew up, it's kind of hard not to have been like a Lakers fan or a Kobe fan.
Yeah, because you're
things
probably
like that.
becoming like into your fandom around peak Kobe Shaq.
Actually, no, I was
Maybe a
So
little earlier.
when I actually was crazy when I grew up, I was like that for individual player for Iverson and Chris Webber. So when I
Chris
grew
Webber.
up, yeah, when I grew up, I was a diehard AI and C Web fan. C Web is actually the first jersey I've ever owned, and Iverson was the first. His shoes are the first shoes I've ever had. But the reason why I stand C Web and the Kings is because when I was growing up, my older cousin he would pick the Lakers on NBA.5, and so I was.
That's ironic considering what happened.
Yeah, exactly. So then I was stuck with the Kings because they were the second best team on the game, and like I just played it. But then also watched C Web play, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's nasty. So
Yeah.
those are the
It's
two
a shame that he
players.
played in the era he did because he got overshadowed by so many like all-time power forwards.
Facts.
Yeah.
But I didn't really get into basketball heavy enough to like actually care and remember a lot of things until, ironically, when LeBron got in. But by that time, I had already. He was like Lakers are kind of just always in my face. So I didn't actually become a Lakers like a die-hard Lakers fan until the middle of them. Like after Shaq had already left, so that's when I became.
Honestly, I should have became a Lakers fan because before I was like actually watching NBA games, I would watch Kobe highlights because I did want to be a basketball player. I was just of the mindset where I was like, I like playing, I don't like watching. I don't know what happened, but that switched for me at some point. I would watch Kobe stuff all the time because I wanted to model my game after him. So I don't know why the fuck I didn't just decide to be a Lakers fan. That would have been so much easier for me.
Sure.
I'd have LeBron and Anthony Davis right now. Here I am with Zach Levine and Paul Mass, Larry Markin, and fucking Jim Boylan.
You should have been. But when it comes to the Hawks, I mean, I'm from Atlanta, so I grew up watching the Hawks. Joe Johnson, Mike Bibby.
That's pain. You're listing those names instead of like all-time greats of the Lakers.
I grew up watching that.
Kobe, Shaq, Powell, Mike Bibby.
Even back in the day when Jeff Teague was coming off the bench, like all that, like even back then, like I was watching Al Harrington.
Okay.
Yeah, all that. So I grew up watching
You
that.
were watching that earlier, yeah.
And then Miami, I've been off and on. I'm a huge Wade fan, but like not big enough to like care that much about the Heat.
Yeah, okay.
But that's just like a troll. I genuinely believe the Heat are a good team. And so in the beginning of the
See,
season,
I do the my Memphis Grizzlies thing.
I do
love
that,
the
yeah,
Grizzlies.
for sure. But in the beginning of the season, I was like, yo, the Miami Heat are a really good team. And people like they disregarded what I said. I made a whole video about it, and people just didn't watch it. And I was like, all right, bet. So this is my team now. And when they finally
okay.
yeah, now
Did
they're
you hate it, like how
so,
they made the transition they did, how they did so well in off season? Did you do that?
No. I think Nick Smith did that, but he's an actual Miami Heat fan. I just made a video saying like before the season began, I was going to make 2 videos. One was for one West and one East, and the East team was the Miami Heat, and I legit made a video about how good they were. And ever since then, I was like, my Miami Heat, yada yada yada. And the other team, ironically, was going to be the Dallas Mavericks.
That would have been a good choice.
And but I didn't make the video because Bottom, I don't know if you know what that is on Twitter, and he also makes like lowlights on YouTube. He's a Knicks fan, and like the premise of the video is gonna be, yo, Porzingis is gonna be mad dope this year, and he was like, yo, Low, just to let you know, it's not really the Knicks' fault. Porzingis is not really that good, and he cites me out of making a video, and I didn't make the video, so now I'm pissed. And fuck you, Bottom. Fuck.
Wait, I mean, I've always thought Porzingis was a little overrated, but it's not like he wasn't good.
Oh no, I thought he was going to be at bare minimum 20. What you got is like a 20 and 10 guy right now. I may be off by like.
I think he's not really a 10 guy, but yeah.
Maybe 9.
Maybe
He's
averaging like 9 now.
Yeah, he's averaged way more rebounds than he did.
That's also because he's playing center now. He's not playing with a traditional center.
Yeah, but I thought that too anyway. I thought they're going to slide him to center. They're going to have him in positions where they had dirt.
Yeah.
I literally had the video recorded, ready to go. I was like, just to let y'all know, I'm about to give y'all this sauce on Twitter. And he was like, no, Lo. Porzingis is actually not that good, and here's why. And I was like, oh, well, he probably actually knows more about it than I do, and I didn't make the video. So again, fuck you, Bottom.
I have maybe 2 times made a video and scrapped it.
Well, I do that comment, actually.
I just don't care about quality at all. My subs can deal with it.
Oh, no. I do it very often.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell because your videos are very high quality.
Well, no, not because of the quality, because of the take.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense as well.
Yeah, I do it at least. I may do it at least twice, 2 or 3 times a month, to be honest with you.
Oh wow, that's often.
That's wild.
Yeah, like I'll record it, or maybe I won't get done completely recording it, but I'll look into doing the video, and then I'll I actually don't have enough evidence to prove this, and so then I'll just back out of the take.
If you don't mind me asking, what was the last video that you scrapped?
The last video I scrapped, I was about to, I don't know if this is the last one, but this is the one the most prominent, where I was going to big up Andrew Wiggins and his trade to the Warriors, because everybody was like, well, actually, if you look at it, and I was like, oh, he might be just Harrison Barnes 2.0. But then I was going to, I was going to be like different and be like, oh, okay, he might actually be good. And then I started looking into it, and then I backed out of it. Because I actually made a video earlier this year about how good Andrew Wiggins started the season off, and I regretted doing it.
Yeah,
because he actually wasn't that good at all.
Yeah, he mentioned being a Mavericks fan, because I thought about being that, but I was like, I can't have my take that I originally had with Luka and then go be a Mavericks fan.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if you've seen it on Twitter, because I pointed out my old draft take.
I don't care. I damn near trash Trae Young, man.
I remember you did during the draft.
But it's my Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah. In the same tweet, I said both Luka and Trae would not be top 5 players in their draft. In the same tweet. And they're both,
that's kind of OD.
Yeah, and they both were all-star starters by their second year.
Yeah, that's OD.
That's very OD. So I can't claim the Mavericks after that. Like, if I'm going to switch teams, it's going to be the Grizzlies, because I love Jaren Jackson Jr.
But that's also part of it, though, because when I talk about my Atlanta Hawks, they kill me because didn't you say this about Trae Young? And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. That's my Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
I mean, I was wrong about the Mavericks and Luka, and I watch lots of Mavericks games. They're mad entertaining.
Very entertaining.
Just, high-powered offense is always entertaining.
I remember you titled a video about the thumbnail, on the title.
I know. I think you did something like making fun of people that compared him to Steph.
Yeah.
You had this weird voice where you're like, they're light skinned, so
yeah. But literally people seen it on Twitter. But no, that video was more. The title is really a lot of clickbait.
Yeah.
But the video itself is just a concept of people have to stop comparing rookies to or not even rookies. Yeah, players who have never even touched an NBA court yet to all-time greats. That shit is just outrageous to me. Because then when you do that and then they don't pan out to be that good, then you can legitimately make an argument to why they're a bust. So that was the whole premise of that. Just chill out, let Trae Young be whoever he wants to be. And Trae Young plays way more closer to Steve Nash or Mark Price than actually Steph Curry. So I don't understand. Even that comparison is still kind of off a bit. But yeah, I don't know. That's one of my biggest pet peeves with the NBA community is y'all gotta stop comparing teenagers to all-time greats.
Yeah, it's weird because I'm annoyed by it all the time because I made a video on why you shouldn't compare the two now in the NBA. But also like I understand that impulse to just like make a comparison.
True, but when you, it's cool to just say like this. He plays similar to like
That's
this.
a better way to say it, rather than next steps like saying that Anthony Davis has some Kevin Garnett in him. Like that's better.
Yeah, that's fine. But when you, because then it's like then people like go around believing that's what's going to be, and now like
And then when they don't live up to that expectation,
Lonzo's like dog shit now, and so then it's like
it's not dog shit, man.
He
He was dog shit.
he was hot garbage.
Yeah, he was. But
like,
I mean,
not even
for most of this year, great defense, great playmaking, and a pretty steady 3-point shot. Was not steady in the
But
bubble.
that's not who he was supposed to be, though.
I know. No, he's definitely a
He's supposed to
disappointment.
be what like we view Trae Young as now.
Yeah.
That type of like star power.
Yeah,
Not
no,
like,
I definitely think his father fucked him in that category.
But I think it was more than just him. So that's what I was going to say.
Oh
like,
yeah, definitely.
So when
He
Magic
still should be
Johnson,
that level of prospect.
exactly. So when Magic Johnson, and I get Magic Johnson's a salesman, but when Magic Johnson's like on the fucking in front of a
That man has
camera
90
crew.
teeth in his mouth.
Yeah. When he's in front of a camera crew saying we're gonna hang Lonzo's jerseys up next to mine, I'm like,
Oh
Yeah.
my.
I'm like, oh fuck, yo. Like that's just like stuff like that is just outrageous. Or even before when people were saying like he's gonna be better than Jason Kidd because he's gonna have a jump shot. Like, there was just a lot of problems even heading into him. Like it's just stuff like that. I just get irritated. Or you just find a very cheap way to just find a reason why you have to have an article title or a video title.
Hey, Rudy,
Or-
could you grab me a water?
Or
Here, once you get out, I'll let you promote your Twitter.
Yeah,
please.
sick.
Here.
Just give me a minute.
or Lonzo's Steph Curry with a 40-inch vertical.
Oh yeah, that's the
so-
biggest meme in
yeah, so that's what I'm
Mike
saying.
Corzenda immediately lost all credit with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, I can't watch his videos anymore. Wait. No, here we go.
That's what I really want to do.
Okay, you don't want to promote your shit, you just want to get rid of the table?
I'll put it on the screen.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you will. Alright, well, his laptop's on the floor. Spoiler alert.
So, but yeah. So stuff like that, like, that's like my biggest pet peeve because I don't even think it's like really the player's fault. I think it's really everybody else.
I know, but there's still that level of prospect. I still think there's expectations regardless.
Oh yeah, I don't mind the expectations.
What do annoy me about the comparisons, though, is like so many of them are like, is that guy a white guy who can shoot? He's Dirk.
Exactly.
yeah.
That's just
They're lazy. They were lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
badly.
like, and I tell you what, when fucking, what's his name? I think it was Jalen Rose compared Larry Markkinen to Channing Frye.
Oh, I remember that. I remember.
You know what's sad?
Yeah.
You know what's sad?
much
He's
closer.
kind of
Yeah.
coming to Channing
Yeah.
Frye.
It's much closer to Channing
But
Frye.
initially, that looked lunacy because he averaged like 16 a game in his rookie year, which is more than Channing Frye had ever averaged. But
Yeah, but that's closer than the Dirk comparisons that he was.
he shouldn't have gotten Dirk. That
Well,
was
people
fucking
were
ludicrous.
comparing him to Dirk though.
He had no post game just because the guy can shoot a little bit. Yeah, that was stupid. Yeah, so I got a question and I lost it. Let me see here.
Oh, you got another? Yes.
Yeah, I got some more. So, when did you first realize that you can take YouTube seriously?
Um,
And like, how was
I
your...
think you said the benchmark was like consistently pulling 1 million views a month.
for me,
That's what you said at some point in your podcast. That's what I've looked at. I took that and ran with it because now I'm pulling that. I'm like, okay, I can do this.
yeah. So yeah, well, if we talk about just like financial growth, yeah, it would be.
And also, I want to know what like your family, like your mom, parents talk about it too.
So yeah, so
That's
the-
always an interesting one.
Yeah, the conversation really, okay, the real reason why I started is basically I had damn near ran out of options. So I was still in college, and I had transitioned from Walmart to Home Depot. But Home Depot wasn't really giving me any flexibility with schedules. However, I had started uploading way more consistently, and I was making basically more money doing that than actually working at Home Depot. So then that's when my mom was like, well, she really wasn't like, I basically got fired, and then I was lying to her saying like, oh yeah, I'm about to go to Home Depot and throw the smock on and stuff like that, and then go to Starbucks and just sit there and edit a video, and then she went to the mail and they gave me like the firing letter in the mail, and then she
Why would they send you a letter? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what they did. Oh yeah, well because I didn't sign the
Hey,
paperwork.
by the way, in case
No,
you
I
forgot,
didn't.
we fired you.
I didn't sign the paperwork. That's why.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
So yeah, when you get fired, you sign the paperwork and they give you the thing right there. I was like, oh well, okay. So and then he's like, well, we're gonna fire you, but we need you to come in the next day to like finish your shift if you want to. and get paid, and then also
Why'd you
sign
fire?
paperwork. And I was like, I'm not fucking coming to work. Are you crazy? So then,
It sounds more like you quit. Maybe you didn't actually
no.
say
They,
you quitting, but-
well, no, they. I mean, in the paperwork it said I got fired. So that was I really didn't have any other options. I was making enough money to where it was basically the sustaining a part-time job in any, retailer store that could give me like a college student at that time.
Okay.
So that was when I started. But when I decided to go full-time and kind of drop out of college or postpone or whatever I'm doing right now, yeah, it was when I was getting around 1 million at bare minimum, where I can just casually pull 1 million views a month. That was when I was like,
Yeah, I'm pulling like 1.4 minimum now.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to take that same leap. I'm basically at the point where I'm like, also like I don't got any options. I could bullshit myself through school some more, but honestly, I don't want to keep doing that.
exactly.
Because it's just been bullshitting, like barely passing sometimes, and I got suspended. So clearly, it's not even that.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Oh, and my mom, she kind of, at first she was kind of hesitant because she didn't really
Understand it.
I don't think anybody
That can be a
really
generational
understands it.
thing sometimes.
Yeah. So yeah, she didn't really understand it. But again, as time progresses and like things just happen, it's kind of hard to just deny what's happening, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
When she needed a new car, so I got a new car.
Yeah.
Or I moved out and I did it very comfortably. I haven't asked her for any money or anything like that. I'm not like struggling or nothing like that. So when things like that happen, or things just need to be done with her, or financially, or just paying off credit cards or bills or whatever, then it just gets to the point where it's undeniable.
If you're not only paying your bills but hers too, so that's gonna be like
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But she still kind of hits me with the make sure you keep your options open type of thing, and don't put college completely.
Well, it's a parent's job to worry all the time. So
Also, and then I showed her how much I made too. So then at that point,
yeah, that's.
it was kind
I
of.
think I said it on peer to peer, but like as soon as I showed my dad a paycheck that was comparable to his, because he makes good money, he was like, okay, you're probably.
Oh,
good.
I was making. Well, I grew up thinking that you needed to make like $5,000 a month to sustain yourself, and you come to find out you don't need anywhere near close to that.
Yeah.
So when I moved out, I was making that type of money already.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, you told me you got a paycheck that was in 5 figures, and that was like, you didn't tell me, you said that on the podcast again. Something like
Oh yeah. But no, it was around 5,000. I was making that comfortably, and I was just like, oh well, yeah, this is what I'm making. And she was like, oh well, that's actually that's
Yeah.
that's good money.
She can't there's no rebuttal.
Yeah, there's no rebuttal to that. So
the only rebuttal is that money might not always be there. Cause,
but it's grown since then. So.
Yeah, of course, but that's YouTube's never going to be a secure job. You could have 10 million subscribers and you can still get fucked.
Yeah, very true. Very, very true.
That's how that is, unfortunately.
Very true.
So the one other question that I had was Pre-Love's Pink. So I want to know the true nature of that relationship and not the troll answer. This is not, you can keep up the facade on peer-to-peer, but I want to know here what's actually going on.
I don't know why I knew this question was going to be asked. But, it's not a. I don't know what to even say what it is. It's not. It can't be nothing serious because she doesn't even live in Atlanta.
I'm not talking about. What I mean is are you guys what's it like when you guys are talking in the DMs? Is it just some?
Oh, we just be talking. I just talk to her like I talk to damn everybody else.
All right, I'm just curious.
Yeah,
Put the pieces together.
I just be. I just be talking. I talk to her about things maybe more. Yeah, I talk to her about things more so than what me and you may say or something like that, or what me and B-Souls may say. But it's not to a level of hey yo, let me fly you out type. It's not to that. No, it's not to that level.
Because you're in love, you couldn't be doing that.
Exactly. I can't be doing stuff like that. So it's not to that level, but it's we have conversations about things, and also sometimes it's just about 2K and about joining my league or go let's play team up real quick. Sometimes it's just things that I talk to most content creators about. But other times it's more than that. But we be pulling. That's it.
I'm sure you've been asked this question a million times. Was the bet compromised?
Yes, the bet was compromised more than one
I
time.
honestly believe it because
We saw it. It was on video.
yeah, but also how much did Agent weigh at that point? Because I probably weighed close to that.
I don't know.
And jumped on a bed, and it was fine. So, and that bed frame was nicer than any bed frame I've ever had. So,
Oh well,
it's definitely compromised.
If you jumped on it a wrong way, possibly. I don't know. I don't know how the frame was, but actually I do. It wasn't the frame itself wasn't the greatest, like the actual underlying, you know. But yeah, it was compromised, and it was compromised more than one time. I don't know why you lies about that. Big facts.
All right, so I got a great, very YouTube friendly question here, and you're gonna look at me weird for even mentioning it, but it's who's cuter between Hitler or Stalin? These are the kind of questions that people felt like asking you.
I don't even know what Stalin looks like now.
He's got a mustache.
So does Hitler. What?
No, he has an actual mustache, not this bullshit. I don't know. I'm gonna be on a list after I look up Joseph Stalin. But
I was dead on to reach my phone and look at what Stalin looks like. I don't know. I'll go with Stalin. I don't even know. I don't even know to the severity of what he did.
there you go.
Oh yeah, he's way cuter.
All
That's not
right.
even gonna
Oh man, all right.
Title of this podcast: Legend of Winning thinks Stalin's cute.
Y'all can if you want to too.
Yeah, it's not going to give views like that. Okay, so I actually wanted to mention this since you're here because we mentioned on the podcast when we were saying we were coming to Atlanta that we would go to Magic City to get some wings and test it on the
Don't ever do
podcast,
that.
and then you did that video.
Yeah, don't ever do that.
So the whole thing was like, I watched that video and like these are like a 1 out of 10. So like,
Wait, have you came? You're 21.
Yeah.
Have you ever been?
No.
Have you been in the strip club at all?
I just turned 21 like last month. No.
So no.
No.
and I wouldn't even be allowed there apparently. So
Why not?
because I'm 20.
Oh yeah, so none of y'all can go. How are you?
He's 20. He's like 33.
Okay, I mean, I'm older than him, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, so he would have
Yeah,
to
you're
go.
69.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we'll go after this.
It's Magic City's trash. Like not even.
I
Like,
never heard of it until Lou Williams.
Yeah, same.
Oh, for what?
And you're in Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta, but like, what am I doing here in conversation about Magic City, bro? I'm like 18, 17, 13. Like, Magic City? No.
But you heard of other strip clubs, right?
Not really. Like, I know what, like,
What?
it's on Buford. What's it called again?
Onyx?
No, I never heard of
You
that.
just know the name of every strip club in Atlanta?
Yeah,
I can list off them.
let's go.
Um,
Trying your gangster. Let's go.
yeah, Magic,
Yeah.
Onyx,
Yeah.
Pink Pony,
Mhm.
Rumors, Blue Flames, Follies. You talking about
Yes,
Follies?
yes, yeah.
Follies. There's one
I always
that's
thought that was a bowling alley until like 2
No.
years ago.
Bowling alley?
Yeah,
No.
I swear to God, that was a bowling. I'm like, damn, why these dudes like that bowling must be popping every time I drop past by that.
you think oh you drove
Follies?
by.
Yeah,
Oh,
Follies.
I was about to say, you think in rap songs. It's
No, no.
Oh, bowling alley. There's one right down the street from here. There's one right down the street from here too.
Damn.
Yeah, like literally like 10 minutes from here.
Oh shit.
I can't remember what it's called though, but that's damn near all of them right there.
How many you been to?
I've been to all of them.
Damn.
That's all.
That's
Yeah.
what he's getting out all those ones for.
I literally have a deck of ones in the car right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I've been to all of them, and Magic City is by far the most overrated one. It's not.
How
even
close is it to the worst one?
Oh, it's not the worst.
What's the worst?
Oh, the worst are like the whole. Oh, there's one called Peaches in the West End, but like there's that's just another one. But like the hole in the walls are the worst.
Like a hole in the walls for.
Like the ones that they don't really. You have to kind of have an invite to get to it.
Oh.
Well, it depends on what you're into. If you like a little extracurricular on the side, then like that might be your
Man, the
thing.
only strip club I've been to is in GTA, so I couldn't.
Yeah,
tell you.
same, bro. Both
Yeah.
of all, like,
And
Yeah,
I
it
have
depends on-
I have no desire to be to one either.
like,
Like it just seems like it'd be like, where has this ass been?
Wait, what you say?
like holes in the wall, like where else? Like, I don't know.
That's what I was
No,
thinking.
no. Well, no.
Yeah.
I mean, like when I
You
say
said
hole,
holes in the wall.
Yeah,
Strip club, I was
like-
oh no, when I say
that sounds like a
no.
great.
That's not my type.
That's like that's
When I say a hole in the wall, I mean like literally like when you can just go down Atlanta and like bust a right down a random street and then like out of nowhere you're at a strip club and you
gonna
wouldn't
say a strip
and you
club.
wouldn't know
Oh,
yeah
got you,
and
I
you
got
wouldn't know about it unless like somebody directed you to that strip club and you got an invite for it like that type of place.
I was gonna.
Oh, that's
say,
like this is an old saying like a
Yeah,
old-
I never heard of that thing before. Man, this is my first time.
I was gonna say.
But in those holes in the walls, there are holes in the walls.
From like gun shit or like
No, from like glory holes like this.
what?
Yeah.
What's the address?
There's a few places, man.
I was gonna say a strip club with some glory holes might be interested in this thing.
Yeah, so that's what. If it depends on what you into. If that's what you kind of get some extra.
The idea of a strip club just seems so gross to me, though. Like the entire thing. It's not that I.
It depends. Again, it depends on what you want to go for. If you want to go just to eat and have vibes and smoke,
street strip club to eat, man.
I'm pretty sure the food be busted.
no, there are some.
That's not,
Like
that's not the
Follies-
stereotype. It's not the
Follies
stereotype.
isn't that bad at all. Blue Flames is actually pretty solid.
Yeah, you can eat
And
some
then-
good food and see some titties on the side.
Exactly. So if that's what you want to do, yeah, you can do that.
I suppose. I just
Exactly.
don't. I would not want to lap dance for someone who's had a lap dance to 15 other dudes that day, or watch someone pretending, or watch someone to pretend. Okay, so 15 dudes the other night. Who gives a fuck?
Bro, she showered. She's like sanitized. Bro.
No, they don't.
There's no.
What?
There's no.
I mean, like,
shower.
what's the worst experience you have with a stripper?
That right there, like
Really?
where I get there and
because
you
some
don't
shit
get it,
showered
and you
face.
and it, I'm eating cheeseburger, but she smell like fish. Yeah, and it's like really, really bad. But like, yeah, when they're there, it's not like there's a locker room shower in the back and nothing like that. No,
Okay.
so they just be working like really hard for some.
I also
points.
don't want someone pretending to
And-
like me for money. Fuck that shit.
But
Because I'm the dumbass. I'm the dumbass that would believe that shit.
oh yeah, Atlanta Diamonds of Atlanta is another one. That's near us. Oh yeah, Tiger is another one. It's a lot.
All right.
Yeah, but that's the worst. Where I was like eating, and I was like, yeah, I don't.
Okay, new
I
working
don't-
title. New working title: low ranked strip clubs.
Oh, the best one is Follies. For a fact.
Wait, the best one is Follies?
Yeah,
Watch-
that's
the-
not
as soon as this
even-
podcast
it's
comes out, their
packed.
stock rises exponentially.
And, yeah, it's always packed. And there's
Yeah.
a reason why. It's because you can literally do anything in there.
Really?
Anything.
Anything.
Again, what's the address?
Oh, for Buford? Yeah, you can literally. do
I know
anything.
where it's at, like, but it's like, it makes so much sense, bro. What's the wildest thing you've seen at Follies?
Oh, like somebody actually doing it. Like,
Really?
yeah,
Just
Like
with
with
a
a
bunch of
stripper?
people around?
yeah, of course it's true.
Bro, that's
Well,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just two random people show up and start fucking.
Wow. Yeah, I got into a fight. Not I didn't, but we got like a group of me and my friends got thrown out of a strip club because we got into a fight.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a crazy story. But when I used to go to school, college, like right up the street near the Georgia perimeter. Well, it's called Georgia State College now, but it used to be Georgia perimeter. But basically, a sister college of Georgia State. And we used to get off, go to Rumors, and we used to try to get there early because these be free parking. They'll let you get in for free as well. And we got into a fight, and then they kicked us out.
What caused the fight?
Two girls got drunk, and then we were just all there at one time. So yeah.
Alright.
So yeah, it was a stretch where I used to go to the strip club damn near like once a week.
Alright, so the next question is why is Davis the punching bag of the group?
Oh, because behind the scenes he's a dickhead. That's why. Well, he's not a dickhead. He's just annoying to be around. But it's because he's young as shit. So the things that he
How old
does.
is he?
He's like 18, 19.
Oh wow. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's just things that he does behind the scenes where I'm like there's a lot of things that y'all don't see that escalates to what happens on camera. So it's just like unfunny jokes, or we just be cracking on one another, and we'll cut out purposely what Davis said to make it seem like we're just like piling up on Davis.
Oh man, that's.
But it's all a joke. Like he knows. Like and then like 90% of the time, maybe 80% of the time, we're not. 80% of the time, we're not really. We just chilling. We ain't really saying nothing. But then we'll get to it.
I go on Rudy for his height for hours.
Yeah.
5'7".
So yeah. Really, it's just the guy. You know, your friend group there.
Yeah, well, I've said this before. Like
yeah.
the difference between 18 and 19 and older is so significant because
So
I guess
very
it's probably.
significant.
I guess it's probably less in his case because he got out of high school earlier and he was at least I don't know. I wouldn't say in the real world, but you know.
Yeah.
What's the word? Like it wasn't like he's fresh out of high school.
Yeah, I know something like that.
But like someone fresh out of high school and someone who's been out of high school for a year are two very different people because you really get a taste of what it's like outside of the schooling system for real.
But it's different because he got out of high school and was immediately like a level of success.
Yeah.
So the trials that you would
So he
normally
didn't even have the trial and error.
Yeah, the trial and error that you would normally have as like a 18, 19-year-old, he didn't have. And so I think that's where a lot of it comes from. And on top of that, he can't take a joke. Like if they're making fun of me, then I can
Honestly,
go back and forth.
nothing's better than making fun of someone who can't take a joke.
Exactly. So that's the huge
You
reason.
just watch
for it.
them getting their feelings.
But he's getting better at it though. So like
I mean, he kinda
probably
has to.
pivot. Yeah,
Has to.
it'll eventually pivot to somebody else though. So it's cool.
Who do you think's next?
It may be Peter. I don't know.
Okay.
Unfortunately for Pete, it might be Pete.
Isn't he younger as well?
Yeah, you know too.
Okay.
I got a question. So random. Has Legend of Winning ever got his heart broken? And if so, like the worst. What's the worst? Like you got
What
bad.
about that Walmart girl?
When did it happen? I
don't think I've ever gotten my heart broken because I've never been in love. Like I've never invested myself
Not
into
according to
one
the
person. I've never invested myself into one person that much. But I'm like extremely petty, so I act like I have been before. So possibly the chick who
Honestly,
I worked at Walmart with is probably.
Honestly, your pettiness is kind of rubbing off on me. Like, I'm more and more petty the more I watch peer to peer.
Oh yeah, but
that's the whole reason that Skylar Brand shit happened in the first place because I felt like being petty.
Yeah, but there's a lot of shit I don't even like see on the podcast. So like the story is that we weren't dating or nothing like that. She was just somebody who worked in toys and I worked in garden center, and we were like the departments are right next to one another. So I would casually go over there. She would come over there. We'd be talking. And it was Valentine's Day. It was the day after Valentine's Day, actually. So everything was marked off, half off. I bought a life-size teddy bear, and I gave it to her. But then she went around the store acting as if, like, look what this scent did for me type of shit. So then... Yeah, so, but it wasn't... I didn't know about this until later on. So we were just going back and forth, chilling, talking. And she was actually trying to talk to somebody else, but he was some lame ass dude in the automotive section, and so she would like tell me what the fuck he would do, and then I would hold the information, and I'm thinking that we're getting closer, but I'm damn near basically like they gay best friends.
You're you're literally her tampon.
Yeah.
Damn.
I've never heard it like
Never heard that, but that's
what
what
it basically is. Yeah.
So yeah, I basically like played into that role until one day I kind of got the gist and I was like, oh fuck this. So then, as we're still working, she ended up fucking some other dude, got pregnant, and then she got fired. So then, years and years and years later, oh wait, you about to go change butter?
I'm not sure.
I got it. Just keep rolling.
Okay.
These might be a perfect time to stop it.
That's
But
hilarious.
yeah, so she got pregnant, got fired because she couldn't come to work, and just a lot of shit in her life was just crumbling apart. And I was like, huh, that's tough.
Yeah. So you're going on like before it cut off or whatever. It's just a couple years later.
So then a couple years later, I got like a speeding ticket and I went to the courthouse, and she just so happened to be there as well. So then I'm paying it. We're both there, and she's like, "Oh my god, hey!" And so then I gotta act like I'm fake, like interested, sitting there and stuff like that. I'm like, "Oh my god, hey, how are you doing?"
Yeah.
So then it's my turn to go up there. it's my turn, and as she was talking to me, I was like, "Man, the amount of time how much I've grown is just ridiculous." Because I really was not even interested in her no more. But I still remember what she did though. So we go up there. I go up there. And I do the whole thing. I'm like, yeah, whatever. What's my fine? And then she tries to get her fine as well, but she didn't have the money though. So then when you don't have the money, you have to go on probation. So then we go get processed after we get our hearing done.
Bro, that's crazy.
And then
I already know what's going on.
I just got my first speeding ticket like last week. I didn't know none of that.
yo, you gotta have. Well, you can push it. I'll tell you off the camera, try you push it back. But yeah, so then we're going to go get paid, and I know for a fact I've had enough speeding tickets to know like if you pay with a card, you charge extra. So I just had cash on me. So I pull out this obnoxious amount of cash.
Oh yeah.
And then paid it, and still had like a more left over for it. But I had other things I was going to do with that money, but just to act like I had a lot of money. And then she saw it, and I could just literally see her like, I'm about to go on probation, and he has the money from me to like do it. So I just,
that's dope.
and I'm counting it, knowing like how much it is. Like, oh, it's like 150, 20, 40. I'm just like, I'm counting it, knowing how much I have.
You're like, hey,
And then-
20, 40.
Yeah, like that. And then like pay it, and I walk out. I make sure I don't even put the money in my pocket. I just like do the like, all right, I'm got with the money in my hand.
Yeah.
And then walk out, and then she's stuck.
That's some wild shit. So I have a similar story. I'm 5 years old.
He said similar, man.
This is in kindergarten. It's not similar at all, but it's a girl rejected me, so fucked her day up. So,
Oh man.
so I gave her, because I'm 5 years old, so I don't know anything about anything. So I give this girl a fake ring and ask her to marry me, which is some wholesome shit. And then she just takes it and doesn't really say anything. And later I found it in the garbage. First heartbreak. First heartbreak. So then later on the playground, where there was some concrete, I tripped her. She fell on her
You
face.
tripped her purposely?
Yo.
Arrest this man. Put this,
Yeah, I know. Well, you were 5 though.
Yeah, I'm 5. Don't give me some
put this
shit.
man in timeout, bro. Silent lunch.
I was in timeout for quite a while.
Oh, really? So they caught you.
I was like,
They did catch up.
yeah, she told them what I did.
You know what's that's so funny? When I was like 5 or 6, this girl lied to me and said that I cursed. Like I was on the swing and she
That
wanted
was
me
some
to get off.
bullshit. Because there would be kids that would be like, say fuck. And then I'd be like, fuck. This kid said fuck.
Yeah, but I didn't curse though. She just wanted me to get off the swing so she could swing with her friend. I'm like, no, I was here. And then she
That's
went to the
what they
teacher, said I cursed her out, and the teacher like pulled me to the side, like, yeah, you gotta go time out. So every time I've seen her since then, and this is like even when I'm like I saw her again when I was 12, and I was like, I actually remember you. And you're a fucking bitch. Like, I actually remember you.
Was
And
she
then-
still a bitch when she got older?
No, well, so, but, like, we had the whole eye contact, like, yeah, both of us remember that fuck shit you did. So, like, we looked at each other, and I was like, yeah, you're a bitch. So I saw her at 12, and I saw her again when I was fresh out of high school at Walmart. And I was like, yo, it's you again. So, like, I just know her from a look. That's how petty I am. When I'm 5 and I can just see you from a look, I'm like, yeah.
So you could see her again and you'd be like, that's her.
Yeah, I probably can do that.
Okay, so for you.
But I've never got my heart broken.
Yeah, for the heartbreak question, I only have one kind of. Not really. It's just me being dramatic as a freshman. But the closest thing I got to heartbreak was not with someone that I was with whatsoever. It's with someone that I wanted to be with. So,
I still...
yeah, so you cannot design a girl in a lab that was more compatible with me. But both like in terms of what I was into, in terms of like physically, mentally, everything, perfect match. But she has a boyfriend who's also like 6'6", so I'm somehow punching down.
Yeah.
And then also he was a senior and we were both freshmen, which is some scummy shit. That's some fucked stuff. You shouldn't be doing that.
Okay.
But they break up, and I'm like, I'm texting her, she is distraught. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give it a week at least before I make a move, because like I can't be the guy that's like, so you're single now, right?
You could be that guy, but
I should have, because next day she's holding hands with some fuckboy in the hallways, and she sees me and she waves at me, and all the blood draws out of my face, like I'm so distraught, but I'm just like, hey, I just walk down the hallway, and it's like that. It's basically that whole situation was that crying mask meme, where it's just like you're crying and then there's a mask with your face.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that was.
That's tough. So I'm assuming you got your heart
Oh,
broken?
for sure. Yeah.
How many times? Like 7?
Are you one of them when you fall in love quick?
No, I am.
I am.
Like, I only once. And because of this girl, I do YouTube. I started YouTube because of her.
Origin story.
Why?
So, this is a long story. She might be watching this. She is.
Hey.
If she is. So, like, I've known this girl ever since I was like 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
And we went to high school together. But we never really talked at all.
Mm-hmm.
Up until our senior year. And our senior year comes, and in the beginning of my senior year, I had a girlfriend. I really didn't give a fuck about her. I was like 17-year-old boy, and I just wanted sex. I just wanted sex. And I had no attachments, literally.
Of course.
So my girlfriend breaks up with me and whatever, and the girl was lesbian. She was bi, actually. She was bi. And she had a girlfriend.
Pretty important distinction.
Yeah. And she had a girlfriend or whatever, and she was like just coming to me with her girlfriend problems, just her life problems, And me and this girl's relationship was like really well, our friendship, it went really well. And we would just be hella close. She'd like come to me crying about some other stuff. I was her tampon, you know what I'm saying? Basically, I was her tampon.
Why you gotta frame it like
That's
that?
bro. That's
Because
crazy.
I
shit.
have to be like, I'm a tough love type dude, and that's what I was, you know what I'm saying? I have to say it in the most rudest way possible.
Okay.
And she was just like, basically shit on me, you know what I'm saying? And she just come to me with all her emotional problems, and I was there for her. And what solidified it for me that, this girl was like a real good girl, a real good friend, was that she would call me like brotherly or bro, and she'd call me that shit. And I was like cool because I had this girl was attractive, but I had no desire to actually make a move for her at all. So me and this girl really were friends, cordial, but at the beginning of our senior year in high school, we were both in relationships. I had a girlfriend and she had a girlfriend as well. She was bisexual. So as the year goes on, she pretty much friend zoned me, which I'm completely cool with. She was an attractive girl, but I was like, I wasn't like hot over her, you know, I wasn't tripping over her at all. So she friend zones me, which is cool, and she just tells me all of her problems, and like I'm pretty much her gay best friend, you know what I'm saying? That
You know what what's
the first one?
Bro, I like saying it not by myself though. I was basically her tampon.
So you're good on tough love unless you're getting the tough love.
Bro, I was just kidding. I was basically her tampon. She was just, you know.
Don't ask why that's his go-to metaphor. I mean, it works, but it's like
it hurts. It hurts, right?
What?
The tampon thing.
I wouldn't know. Why are you asking me like?
No, you saying calling?
Yeah, calling like
Not you.
I thought you were asking me if it hurts to put a tampon.
No,
What the fuck would I know?
No.
What the hell are you trying to imply here?
No.
Do I need to pull my pants down and prove to you?
No. So like I was saying, she basically friend zoned me without me even making a move, which is like I was cool because I didn't want to make a move with this girl anyway. So long story short, I break up with my girlfriend. She ends up breaking up with her girlfriend, and once that happened, we were like literally cool. And all of a sudden, she just starts getting hella attracted to me.
Oh, I remember.
And yeah, I think I told you before, right? Yeah. So she starts making moves on me or whatever. One night, her best friend, there was a party, and she invites me. I don't even talk to her best friend like that, but she just invited me onto it. And I was like, okay. So I went to one of my other friends' house, and to meet up with them. And I get a random text from this girl. She's like, hey, can you sleep over at my house? Because I'm really lonely or whatever. I'm hesitant with a lot of that type of stuff because I've never been to a girl's house. At that point, I met a girl's like mom before, but like
I'd be like, are your parents home?
Yeah. So she told me like she wanted to meet your mom, and she's like, I'm like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah,
so my friend pushed me. He was like, go, because you're gonna do some stuff. He was like, you want to get your dick out? I'm like, yeah. Like, why not?
Good friend.
Yeah. So I was like, cool. He bullied me into going, and then she picked me up or whatever because in high school I had no car. So she picked me up, and I went met her mom, and met her turtle and all this other stuff. She was cool. So yeah.
Did you get the turtle's approval?
Yeah. So we're just like staying up all night in the living room watching Netflix, and I didn't make no moves at all. I had like literally, my mindset was pure as fuck. I didn't want to do nothing with her at all. She was attractive, but I didn't.
Mojo the angel over here.
Yeah. So it's like 12, 1, 2 a.m. She's like, I'm getting sleepy. Let's go to the room and change or whatever, and like go to sleep. I'm like, okay. And she goes into her bathroom or whatever, puts on a new pair of clothes. It was nothing crazy, just pajamas. And then she gives me a pair of, like, she gives me clothes to change too. She gives me like a pair of pajamas. She's an Arvo.
That's my type.
Yeah, she's an Arvo. So like,
that's why I ask out so many lesbians.
Yeah,
Arvos.
Yeah, she's an Arvo. So she had like, you know,
baggy clothes.
Yeah. So I threw that on, and then she had 2 mattresses in her room, like she prepared for this shit, 2 different ones on like each opposite end of the room. So I go ahead to lay on one, and then I'm laying down. All of a sudden I look up. She's like, "Make room." I'm like, "What do you mean?" Yeah, I'm like, okay. And
she could not be flashing more signals to you.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, I did not want to do anything.
That's about as close as it comes before she just like get your dick out. Like that was the next step.
Dude, literally, what I'm about to tell you is that we were laying down and we were watching Netflix on our phone or whatever. We were watching like 13 Reasons Why or something like that. And all of a sudden, I'm watching, and she's like leaning on me, or whatever. And she takes my hand, she puts it on her boob. I did not make no moves. She literally said, like that, bro.
This is a layup.
Wait, how old are you?
I was 17.
Oh, man, what's up?
Bro, I don't know what I was on. I just wasn't like,
she's literally giving you a wide open layup right now.
Yeah, bro. I know. So after that, you know what I'm saying? You know, I get excited, and then like the rest of it was history. And after that night, I caught feelings heavy. I was like, damn.
How do you go from not trying to have sex from catching feelings?
Oh, so you fucked? Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay. And
So
then you fell in love.
They must
Yeah,
have
because
some
like
good shit.
we were already close. Like we were like already great companions, but like the difference between like friendship.
Not
and,
gonna
like,
lie, I didn't need all that backstory for you to come to the conclusion that you fucked.
Yeah, but like yeah, so
Great companion.
yeah, she was like I just saw her as a great friend, but like what was missing from that was like the sexual tension we had. That I was like, damn. So I was like, damn, like I might as well like prepare for her to be my girlfriend. And I was moving as if she was, you know what I'm saying? I know, it was 17.
God damn.
17, it was tragic. It was tragic. So,
You know any better.
yeah, I know, it was tragic. That was my first heartbreak. So, that happens, and
So she was just like not fucking with it after?
yeah, so listen, throughout our whole, like, conversations as friends, there was one high school dude who played football, he was like, class clown. He was that dude in high school, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was that dude. He was lineman, like, big dude, you know, funny, all this stuff. He got all the hoes and shit like that. And I remember she telling me how, like, this one dude or whatever would get on her nerves, and she didn't like the way he would treat dudes or whatever. He would treat girls.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And then like summer goes by, she starts acting weird, and then one night on my birthday, I'm like, this girl starts
The
acting
same
weird.
birthday shit I did.
Yeah, on my birthday.
Damn.
I was expecting like a text, and all of a sudden I ain't getting nothing from her. And on her birthday, I brought her cake, I brought her like chocolate, and all that shit. Too cool. And then I check her Snapchat. And I see like this same football dude like hand over her, like he just hit the fuck out of her, blew her brains out, and she's on Snapchat drinking and shit. I'm like, fuck. And after that, like I didn't hear from her, and that like I was like down in the dumps, and I was like, fucking, I need something to get my mind off. And I was like, put my phone up against the wall, and I like started talking about basketball. And after that happened, and then she tried to, like 4, 5, 6 months ago, she was in my DMs, calling me like handsome or some shit like that.
Well, you must have blown up since then.
Yeah, I changed a lot since then, but
I just thought about this. We could probably use the audio from the camera. It's going to sound like shit, but it's going to be noticeable. I'll probably just cut it all out
Get it
until
in the mic.
when you're talking.
Don't forget to get it up in the
got you.
That's tough.
I mentioned that earlier with the art host thing because that's my type, and that's why out of the probably I think I've asked out 10 women in my life, or I shouldn't say women because half of them was when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
But 3 out of 10 of them were lesbians, and 2 out of those 3 were 100% confirmed. So one of them might have been a liar. But like I don't know. Apparently, that's what I'm attracted to is women that don't like men. It's a tough situation to be in.
You know what's so crazy though? Normally, like the niggas like that, like the niggas who like cool in high school, they fall off so
They
quick.
do.
Yeah.
If
So-
that's
The
why
dude
it's like
sells
don't
drugs
peak in high
now when he
school.
raps. He was trying to rap.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
There's a
you-
lot of like people who peaked in high school are trying to rap.
Exactly. So like, if you play your cards right, I don't know how petty you're trying to be, but if you play your cards right, you can definitely pull out the biggest petty shit in the world.
Yeah.
But I don't. But my bad, you know relationship. My bad. My bad. Yeah, you ain't. Nah, don't do that. Yo, don't do anything petty. Yo. Don't do nothing petty to her, bro.
Yeah, girl.
My bad, yo.
The girl he's with right now is probably
Yeah, she was way better. It's not
Yeah.
the girl now. So I'm not. That's
Okay, it's not always about being looks. It's about just
being petty.
Being petty.
Oh,
But you're not gonna do that though. My bad. My bad. You're not gonna do that. You're not.
How
gonna
dare
do
you
that.
suggest such a thing?
Yeah, my bad. I'm a poor influence. I got something similar to that, but it was just we were friends, and then she dated 2 of my other friends, and I was like, what's going
Oh,
on?
your friends?
Yeah, but we were all
Oh,
friends.
okay.
Yeah, we were all friends though. But like, she just dated 2 of my other friends, and it was like, what's going on? And then we basically didn't talk for the whole sophomore year, and then when we were not sophomore, junior, and then when we were seniors, we tried to talk again, but like at that time it was like we're not going to see each other no more. But like, yeah, she got pregnant and has a child, all that other shit. So that's tough.
Yeah, my only ex has a child now.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm not trying to. I think they're actually doing okay. Like it's not like some like she got knocked out.
Come on.
Oh, okay.
Ain't no okay.
It was with the person that she was with before me who.
So they're not doing okay then?
Look, man, I'm not trying to get in trouble because she knows people I know. So.
You don't care.
Look, Rusty. She's probably not doing that. I'm just letting you know.
I'm not mad about it. I mean, she did break with me on my 16th birthday and send me into a spiraling depression. But outside of that, I got no beef.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm over it. So
Yeah.
I got nothing to be petty about.
Oh, that's you better than me.
No, there's no. I'm not really. I'm just trying to save myself right now.
Yeah, the game is up.
All right. So I got a question from Alum, who we've had in the second episode that'll come out from when we were here. He's a cool dude. He asked if you were living in a house with every other big NBA YouTuber, like all the people in our sphere, who do you think you would be most likely to kill first?
Kill?
Yeah, like who would you like most likely to have? Like, if I had to kill one of these motherfuckers, who might kill him?
That's tough.
He always asks some interesting questions. So,
but kill. When you say kill, like like who I don't genuinely fuck with, or just like
who you
trying to
don't
be
think
funny?
he would get along with?
Oh,
Don't say me, because that'd be mad awkward.
nah.
He said,
I ain't going. You might be the person I told you off camera the other day.
"Oh yeah, does he count? I guess he is bigger."
He might count.
He has some.
Oh, you said every other big content. Right?
Big NBA YouTuber specifically. Does he count as specifically an NBA YouTuber?
Yeah, maybe it'd probably be Corzimbo.
Damn, really?
Yeah, it'd probably be Corzimbo.
Why is that? He has frat boy energy.
Yeah, and that's the reason why.
Yeah.
I've heard, and that not like a negative thing. It's just like he's energetic and stuff like that, or maybe kind of boisterous. And like for like 90% of my time, I'm mad chill. Like I really don't give a fuck too much. And so if I have to be around that more often, I don't want to.
Yeah, anytime I've met a frat person, I was like, I don't think I have anything in common.
Yeah, I just don't want to be around you. So yeah, probably Corzimbo. Also, he has a girl, and like even dealing with that anything extra like
Oh
that.
yeah,
I don't wanna-
that's
yeah. I don't want to.
All right. This is an interesting question that is basketball related. So it's, even though I asked for specifically non-basketball related,
That's
I'm
cool.
interested to get your take. So it's obviously hard to make this call because the 2020 Lakers do not currently have a championship. But what roster do you think was better between the 2010 Lakers and the 2020 Lakers? Honestly, I have to go 2020 in terms of just pure roster.
No, I would probably go 2010.
I don't know if Powell had it like that. Like
Powell, I don't think Powell and Kobe at that time were as good as LeBron and AD. But I think the depth of the Lakers at that time.
Yeah, like remember when Trevor Ariza shot 50% from three?
But crazy, it wasn't.
That's like an inside.
Yeah, I know. But it wasn't Trevor. It was Ron Artest, and back when he was Ron Artest, not no Meta World Peace.
Yeah.
And Bynum, Lamar Odom, and I'm a huge D Fish fan. We had Shannon Brown.
That man had a hella unique jump shot.
Yeah, so like I maybe that's just me being biased towards that team, of course, since they won.
That's my favorite like non-Bulls team ever. Like I've played with that team in 2K a trillion
Oh
times.
man, I love that team. So yeah, I'll probably say 2010.
Mostly because I just want to drop 60 with Kobe on a
Also,
roster.
Phil Jackson is a way better coach than Frank Vogel.
Oh yeah, for sure. Frank Vogel's a fucking card. Now that
Yeah.
you're saying all this out loud, yeah, I probably agree with you.
Yeah, I would
More depth than the coach makes a difference for me.
Yeah,
Because Frank Vogel's fucking trash. I don't know why people are talking about he should be coach of the year. No, he shouldn't. There's two incredibly good players on his team, and he's not burning it to the ground. That's good job.
The more I think about it, the more I'm actually just going to just specifically say 2010.
All right, yeah.
Yeah,
I went off just AD and LeBron initially, but yeah, you got a good point.
Yeah, I think 2010.
Let me see. So who are some YouTubers that you watch and that you watch right now that like not necessarily influence your content at all, but just like, I don't know, you're interested in?
Right now, or
Right now or in the past, whatever. If there's
Um,
something that applies to like how you started YouTube, then go for it.
Okay. Well, I think when it comes to well, right now I love Corey Gaming, which is like a gaming channel where they break down certain specific aspects of gaming, and that's how I get. I believe that's where I get a lot of my structure for my videos from. So I like them.
I've actually taken quite a bit from the commentary community in terms of how I structure my videos with the camera.
Yeah.
Like the way that their presence in the camera and all that.
Yeah.
Kind of adopted some of that.
So them in the community itself, he doesn't do any videos anymore. But MDJ,
Yeah.
MDJ is probably possibly the only content creator that I'll watch and like I'll damn near drop everything and I'll just go watch whatever he has to say about like one of the very few content
Yeah,
creators.
he was our second episode. He's also very interesting to talk to.
Yeah.
I'd say probably his videos more than anybody else's with basketball, where I'll actually leave the video and felt like I learned something.
Yeah.
Because most of the time, because I know a lot about basketball, when they talk about some shit, I'm just like, yeah, I knew that. But also, it might be a take that has me interested or something like that. But if it's just like a video like this happened, I'd be like, I know.
Yeah, true.
MDJ makes videos that makes you think, or he did. R.I.P.
Yeah, unfortunately. But in terms of like in the beginning, I don't think I was actually. I was just again, I just had a take, and I just knew for a fact that with the take, I had to be very, very specific, and just so I just kept making videos like that. But I don't think it was an actual. I don't think there was an actual individual per se that I just grabbed bits and bits of nuts and bits, a little bit of here and there from each person. That's it.
Mojo, you look like you're about to pass out over there.
No, I'm thinking about my next question.
Yeah, I was gonna say this man. Well, he was about to sleep right before you got here. I had to wait.
Oh no, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. You can ask your question. Now.
Yeah, I was gonna say since you like been more out there and like you did your face reveal, you did it on Twitter, right?
I did on Twitter.
He did it and then deleted it. I think
one
You
of
did
them.
one on YouTube too.
I did one on YouTube.
I did that too once. I released it and someone commented, "You look like a Trump supporter," and I immediately deleted it. It's like, come on, bro. That's the first opinion of my face from anyone who had been watching my shit. So like, okay.
So since you did your face reveal, have you had any weird fan reactions or like Muller fan reactions?
Not weird, but I've like more
We
recently.
haven't had many because you just recently went.
Yeah, but more recently, it's been a lot more recognition outside to the point where like I was very like cautious about that. Like I'm really an introvert at heart. Like I'm on camera.
You don't have a dungeon if you're not an introvert.
Exactly. So yeah, when I'm on camera, I understand like how to be entertaining and stuff like that. But like truly, if I'm walking down the street or if I'm at my house, I really don't want to talk to that.
Yeah, every time I've been recognized, which is 3 times, it's caught me way off guard.
Yeah. So when the times I've been, it's all been cool, but I may overplay it because I'm like I might not really want to talk to you in that moment. But the first time it was cool. The other time was like recently, and I was in a rush because I was trying to get back home and finish the podcast, and that was like I was in Cumberland Mall, and I don't know why I didn't think I was going to get recognized. And I got recognized, and it was a bunch of kids together, and they were like, "Yo, that's low."
Dude.
And almost like, and I had to walk through them to get to where I'm trying to go to.
Which is not great for these times.
Yeah, but not only that, it was just kind of like awkward in the sense of like, I'm in a rush. Y'all are kind of in the way of me where I need to get to, but I also have to kind of respect and recognize y'all for a second.
Yeah.
So like, that was really the only
That's a
thing.
difficult bind.
Yeah, but for the most part, no, nothing like crazy, nothing like
Yeah.
I'm
Rudy,
fighting off fans.
I think it was
like that.
Rudy who said this again behind the camera. I think it was you. It might have been someone else who said that like since I have started my grind with uploading daily, like I've gained like 35,000 subscribers. So there are way more people out there who know my face.
Yeah.
But I just haven't been going out in public because of Corona.
Yeah,
And then when I am, there's a mask covering most of my face.
that is true.
So-
I didn't have a mask on that time either, which is kind of wild.
Yeah, when lately I've been forgetting it a lot. I'm like, fuck, I'm about to die. I hope my mom doesn't see this. She's
But
Corona parent.
I think they may have obviously they didn't notice me from like AMP videos and agents videos and stuff like that. So yeah, when I get noticed, that's another thing too. When I get noticed, it's on that tip. So then they think like, oh, that's low from AMP.
Yeah.
He's the guy that cracks the jokes and be funny.
Might have some fun
Yo.
outside.
You know what I mean? But he's the one who cracks the jokes and be funny. And it's that I can immediately kind of feel that level. It's not like, yo, that's low. Let me get your top 10 players of all time. Like,
Okay.
I'll be pissed off if somebody actually asks me. Like, don't ask me that. Don't run up on me on Kroger and be like, yo, top 10 right now.
Okay.
I know who
I'll be pissed.
I know who are in my 10. I don't know the order off the top of the head.
But don't. I just don't want to. I
I'm
don't
trying
want
to
to
go on with my day. I'm not trying to like thinking about this.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't want to give a hot take when I'm trying to figure out, if I'm
I don't
eating
know.
burger or
The
chicken.
most recent one, I was sitting in class, and apparently this guy recognized me because I had talked to some point in the class, and it was the first time he looked behind him.
Oh, that happened to me too.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
my other class was right next to me, right
Mm.
next to that classroom. So I just sat against the wall and waited for the next class to start. And he has his phone out, and he comes up to me and shoves it in my face. Is this you? It's like, yeah. What's good, man?
Yeah, that's tough.
That's weird.
Very, very weird.
Yeah.
But I had that happen when I was in college. They recognized me from my voice, but I just lied and said, yeah, no, that's not me.
I had someone
Oh,
recognize.
really?
Yeah, I just lied. That's
I had someone recognize me because they recognized my thumbnail style on my desktop because they were sitting next to me.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
I was in the gym, my school gym, and as I was changing out, there's this dude who I've seen plenty of times before, but there's just this one interaction that I had with him, and he was like, wait, and he was looking at me, he was like, don't you make YouTube videos? I'm like, yeah, like, why you guys in this now? I literally hooped with this man, and like, he was my teammate on my team, something like that.
Yeah.
But he's like, just now, I don't know if he's been scared to mention it or whatever, or he hasn't like really looked at me in my face, but he mentioned something like that, and I was like, yeah. And I met him at school, which is like kind of weird, but it was like cool too.
Alright, so my question is, I have 2 videos, so I want video you most regret, video you like the most.
The video I like the most, Evolution of Censor, then that series that I'm picking back
video
up.
was fantastic.
Yeah. By far that's the video I like the most.
Because you clearly put a lot of effort into
Yeah.
that, like editing and everything.
Facts.
Oh man, hopefully the audio doesn't get fucked up. It's like heavily raining outside.
No, it's just like ambient white noise. It's like
Oh, yeah,
ASMR.
sure,
It's chill. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a vibe.
And
Let's do some ASMR real quick.
the video I regret the most though is just my older videos where I can like clearly tell I was rushing it out. So like in the middle of the 2016 off season when I first kind of started, I dropped a Curry video, which is still that's still one of my favorite videos that I uploaded. But after I dropped the Curry video,
My first video is far from my favorite video.
well, after I dropped the Curry video, I just ran with the concept of like 4 reasons why. I ran with that for like a long time, and then like I go back and I rewatch this stuff, and I'm like, I was just literally just saying bullshit.
I'll send it to Ree to show. I just want to pull up my.
That wasn't my first ever video though.
I can't imagine it. This is my first video that's still public. I want to pull up the graphic that I made.
I hate the worst part of making videos is making graphics.
That looks from one of those fugazi like basketball article
Instagram?
sites, or even the Instagrams
Yes.
too.
Yeah, it's bad.
That like you
Right,
bring
you
up,
know what I
like,
made? Guess what I made this in?
What?
Microsoft Paint.
Photoshop? Okay.
Mm.
No, it's tough. That's my worst. But the worst part about making NBA YouTube videos, I don't know if that's a question or not, but infographics, that's the worst.
Yeah, I mean it depends. If it's because when I was doing the GOAT documentary, I made a graphic that took me an hour, and it was in the video for four fucking seconds.
And that's the reason why it's the worst.
I was like, I just spent all this time for 4.
It'll take you 30 minutes of
4
research and make
seconds
them.
in a 2.5 hour long video.
It's ridiculous. So that's the worst part. But yeah, I think like it was a video where I was like 4 reasons why John Wall is yada yada yada, and I could just tell I was like just talking under my ass.
Mm.
So yeah, that was like one of those videos I don't like. But
I don't have a go-to. I think I was a little too biased on it. I did a video on the Lakers AD trade, and I was like, I think the Pelicans won this one, and I think it was by a notable margin, where now I'm pretty sure it's just dead even. Like, I think both got the best in the situation they possibly could have.
Yeah, it was titled like "Slow Down, Lakers Fans, You Lost" or something.
No, that's the thumbnail.
Oh yeah, and I was like,
Lakers
I was
fans
like
are
shaking my head because like I
trade.
think you're more aggravated towards like the Lakers fans. It's like,
Yeah, well,
they're
it's the
like-
fans that I hate the most are the
Yeah.
Knicks fans. That's why I don't like being compared to it. The Bulls being compared to the Knicks is like, if I can't slander the Knicks, then what do I have?
But yeah, I don't know if I have a
No, you're good.
I don't think I have a per se like a worst video, but like just the portion of my career, I guess, when I was just uploading videos just to upload them.
My answer is easy because it's the documentary. What do you got?
My what?
Your best and worst.
Best and worst video. I can't think of my worst, but
Well,
like
most
one of my
viewed one was about JaVale McGee.
Oh yeah, my most viewed video on YouTube was about JaVale McGee. That's honest. That's probably my worst, honestly.
That was tragic.
It was like really
That was a
early.
lot of shit. God damn. That's tragic that your least favorite video has seen the most eyes. Of
That's your least favorite one?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
it's about the most relevant thing too.
That
It's
was
about the
very
Warriors.
tough.
It's about the Milwaukee Bucks trading for JaVale McGee.
Who the fuck? How do 100,000
I don't
people
know.
click on that video?
YouTube is weird. YouTube is weird. But my favorite one is
That makes me question what I'm ever doing. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, dude. I don't. It irritates my soul that has the most views. Because I was like the most cringiest in that video. It was like my all-time like worst.
Yeah, do you ever
worst
think
video on
about
YouTube.
that? I mean, you don't have to worry about that because you're not on camera, but like,
No, my voice is
I'm
Been
sure,
cringy as shit.
I'm sure, but like specifically like when you're on camera, and like for me, changed hairstyle, which was my old one was horrible. Lost 30 pounds. When I go back and look at my old self, I'm like, holy shit, I look like that.
No, I don't. I mean, well, you know, you said I only haven't been on camera for like about a year and a half now. But like, no, there's never been a time where I've been like, because normally when I do it, I'm doing it on purpose. So even when I'm just trying to look cringy or some shit,
same thing for me.
yeah, I'm doing it purposely.
You know what also happened was I was on Accutane for a while, which is acne medicine, like strong acne medicine, and one of the side effects of that was really dry lips.
Mm-hmm.
So my lips were bleeding constantly, pretty much.
Damn.
For like months. And I had my videos, I looked like I had makeup on my lips on every video because they were just dripping in blood.
Jeez.
Yeah, and they were wet as shit all the time too. So every time I look back, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck. That's just a weird ass look. Let me see here. Oh my god. Don't answer this question. It just says smash or pass Rusty and Mojo.
Yeah, I'll definitely pass that question.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I don't want the answer. Let me see. Who's your favorite between Agent and Candace? You just had in the pod.
As a friend?
Yeah.
Or as Candace? I've known her,
that's
but I
tough.
actually know her.
I don't know. I've never based it on that because my current best friend know. Oh,
Whoa, that's me.
the camera good? Well, the camera's not plugged in.
Yeah, nothing's plugged in.
Oh,
yeah,
the lights
Yeah,
work.
it's just lights.
But it just flashed for a second. There's a fucking podcast in the middle of a thunderstorm. Drop a like for God. I'm trying to fuck this up. I'm trying to find questions here. All the good ones were fucking answered in the 40 minutes that were gone. But I think we're going to be able to recover that just from the camera audio.
Yeah, we'll use the camera audio.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
If
Which
not,
is good, so-
if not, I can just run by. Follies is the best strip club.
Oh yeah, man.
Look,
Magic City is
I
like
want
mid.
I want to get like another hour though, just to be safe if we can.
It's cool, yeah, it's cool.
So I don't think how far we're in now. Oh, good.
We got like an hour and a half.
Yeah, so we got another 30 minutes, so we
That's
should be
cool.
good regardless.
Yeah, but Follies is the best. Magic City's
It
mid.
seems like a passionate topic. You should dead ass make this video on your second channel.
Oh yeah, just rate
Just
strip
rankings
clubs.
Atlanta
Yeah.
strip clubs. That'll pull views.
Alright, we want it. I'm trying to figure out the strip club that's right up the street that you could cheap in for those. If that's your thing, I don't know. I don't know if that's your thing.
If you do that video, I get 10% of the revenue. Is that fair?
It may not be no revenue because of that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Strokers. Strokers is
Strokers?
Yeah.
What is the fruit just died behind the
Yeah,
camera?
strokers.
Strokers? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. And it's literally like 10 minutes from here.
No,
Dude,
that's either the best or the worst strip club.
Oh,
ever.
it's mid.
Okay, man, that's fucking. What the fuck? That's not even slightly on the nose. Like they try to act like it's. Well, it will be on the nose after you nut on their fucking face.
I googled it. The first thing that comes up is their Twitter page.
Oh my god. Rudy just said he googled it and their Twitter page popped up.
It's Ashley's birthday today.
Who?
Ashley.
one of the strippers.
Oh, good for Ashley. Shout out to Ashley. It's her birthday.
You know, I didn't know there was a bunch of male strip clubs in Atlanta too.
Well, yeah.
That's crazy.
Make sure to refer him to those. He likes those.
Oh no,
Huffomania.
Yo. Oh my gosh. That sounds like a fucking strip club in Hogwarts.
Oh,
Holy shit.
this one not too far from us, and I'll drive by it, and it's like it's the weirdest line outside of the strip club you've ever witnessed in
Well, it's
Atlanta.
gonna be a mix of women and men, right?
It's a mix, but the men they look like women, so it's just ridiculous. It's dumb. It's,
oh man,
it's the
Oh.
craziest line of all time.
Alright, do you have any crazy ex-girlfriend stories? Like, what's the wildest shit that's ever happened to you in a relationship?
I think the one I was in before, I guess the one I'm in right now.
So you are in a relationship.
Yeah, if people want to say that I'm in a
You
relationship.
keep hinting at it.
Oh.
So have you had that conversation, or are you just saying it?
We've had the conversation about potentially being in one, not
So
being
then
one.
it's not.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Okay.
But
But
I move around as if like I'm in one though. So it's-
Oh, okay, I see.
yeah. But the other one, I didn't even say this on a podcast, so y'all can get an exclusive. So, the last one I was in is the same one where she got pregnant while we were having, back and forth,
Mhm.
and she said that I could, nut in her because she's on birth control, but she was actually pregnant.
And she's
So-
trying to get you to be like, you're the father now, right?
Yeah, I think that's what she's trying to do. But before I
Oh,
figured
God.
that out, I pulled a major scent move I'm definitely the biggest simp in the house. The more and more I think about it.
That's funny.
I pulled
It's
a
funny
major-
being that you're the one who's the quickest to yell simp.
I pulled a biggest sim move and I put a phone of hers under my name. Opened a phone account under my
Bro,
name.
come on.
And it was an iPhone too, so it wasn't even like a cheap phone. And she never paid off the bill. Well, she paid it like a few times, and then she would ask me to help her pay it. And I'm like, I'm not going to pay. I'm not going to open it up under my name and also help you pay. That defeats the purpose. If that was the case, I would just buy myself a new phone. And then I was like, she did all that and then didn't fucking do anything on the thing. But then I found out later on she actually added more lines under the name. So she added more lines and got more iPhones and iPads.
It's like you give someone like their Netflix account and they just log into their family.
And so then I was trying to figure out like, how can she do that? So I'm calling Verizon. So I'm like, how does she do that if I'm the only authorized user on the account and yada yada yada? And they were like, well, no, she somehow figured out the code where she can do that shit, and then she just added more lines underneath it and just got as many iPhones as she possibly can. So she just basically didn't scam me.
Damn, I don't know even about damn near.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. And didn't end up paying it. So yeah, that's probably the craziest, I guess, ex-girlfriend. But I don't even really consider her.
I wish I was more experienced with that, but I have some actual stories to talk about. This podcast is going to get real dull because I had no life experience.
But honestly, I've only had what I would consider to be two relationships, and both of those relationships were basically friends of mine, and we ended amicably. The only toxic shit I was in were semi-relationships that I really wouldn't consider to be relationships, situationships.
All right, so this question we got about 5 times when we asked for questions for Mojo's girlfriend, and I did not ask it because it's inappropriate, especially because her family watches it.
Yeah.
So the question was, and I think it's mostly because they were in the perspective of a woman, but you get to give you're the female perspective.
Okay.
The question was, does size matter? And I believe we're talking about penises here, not feet or anything like that.
From my understanding, no. I mean, if y'all really want to get into the circles,
Yeah.
how big is your dick?
Oh man, we're doing this. I can tell you.
Why you looking at me first?
Eric gonna answer the question.
I mean, I can tell you.
You answer the question too.
I can tell you from my experience that I'm dead average, and
I didn't ask you.
Oh,
I asked you how big is your dick. I didn't say if it's average or not.
Well, so
No.
5.5.
All right, 5.5. Mojo, what's yours?
Oh my god, bro! You really asking?
I don't-
Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm telling you, when I saw Draymond Curry's dick, I was like, yo, I'm good. I'm being dead ass.
I don't understand that because Curry had a fucking hog. At least in that at least in that Photoshop.
He angled it to where it looked. But
Yeah, I thought it was fake.
Draymond, I was like,
fake. Oh, Draymond's.
yeah, Draymond was like, I got defense player of the year dick.
Same thing.
Easy.
Same thing.
Easy.
Same thing like Jamal Murray. Although he needs to clean his.
I didn't even see Jamal, but I was like, I got DPOY dick. Dead ass.
What?
Defensive player of the year day.
If Draymond is slinging that and feels confident to send that on
Okay.
Snapchat, I got DPOY dick. So what you got?
That's a hell of a way to frame it. That's a hell of a way to frame it.
Because the truth is, like, when you ask a man the size man, we don't really know because we're not going around figuring out other niggas' dicks. Like, I don't know your dick size.
Well, I know what the
until
average
you
is.
answer this
I
question.
know what the average is.
Oh, you
in
can't
that
answer the
outfit.
question
No.
because your girlfriend's family wanted it?
I mean, she won't watch this one. They're gonna watch the one with she's when she's
So slander away.
Not slander, just I don't even know how big your dick is.
bro. It's like a New York City mellow number.
Okay.
About that 7 on.
So 7 inches.
You can't just say 7 inches for your child.
And how big is your dick?
14 inches.
That would be the wildest shit in the world.
Yeah, so I never use measuring tape, but I know I can get diagonally across my iPad. But it is an iPad mini.
Oh man, that's pain. I did it one time literally before I finally measured like a year ago. Before that, I put it next to my phone and I googled how long my phone was.
Yeah,
I'm about half an inch longer than this phone, which is 5 inches. So I'm good.
I mean, I tried to have this conversation with my friend once, and he literally just said, "There's no fucking way," and then showed me a picture of his dick that I didn't want to see.
Jesus Christ!
He said, "This is what an 8-inch dick looks like." I'm just like, dude, I didn't ask for this. Please stop. I'm going home.
I think he wanted to see your dick.
Yeah.
I do. Get the fuck out of here. I didn't need to hear that.
So,
but it was an iPad Mini though.
to answer the question, from my understanding, no, it don't really matter that much.
But also, from your understanding, you're doing better than I am. I mean, we're hurting the stereotype right now. Being we're hurting it. We're making it stronger.
But when Draymond's dick was like 6.
It's better than I did.
I know, but I'm saying, it's not like you said
what
5.
I found that relieved me a lot was because, like, proportionally with height, I thought for the longest time that the taller you, I thought the taller you were, the bigger it was. But it's actually, there's no evidence, there's no correlation between height and dick size.
But that's even worse though, because you're 6'7" like Draymond, you have an average dick.
It looks smaller.
It looks small, yeah.
Yeah, same thing happens to me, because the girl sees a 6'3" dude, she's like, he's swinging, right?
Well, how big are your feet?
14. So I'm the opposite of that stereotype.
I have a size 13 now.
Yeah.
I was like 11 and a half.
Damn.
Little bitch.
Mojo fucking going. So, but to answer, from my understanding, it matters, but like after a certain height, after a certain length you reach, it doesn't really matter anymore. And if anything, the higher it goes, the more uncomfortable it may be, honestly. Yeah. So that's from my understanding, yeah. So honestly, I think 7 is like damn near the cap. Like 7 or almost 8 is
pretty
like
much where I'd like to be. Unfortunately, you know.
But I don't, again, like I said, from my understanding, a lot of women can't really tell the difference between a 6 or 7 or 5, like the 5 or 6.
A lot of people don't know how much an inch actually is.
Exactly, yeah. So when I measured mine recently, I was like, "Yo, this is an inch." Like, I got gas. I got gas. I was like, "Yo."
For the longest time, I thought it was on the smaller end. I'm like, "Oh,
yes,
I'm actually good."
I was good. I did the same thing you did. I measured the phone. I was like, "Yo, well, you got measuring tape." I told him like, "I gotta go measure something."
Bro, you took.
So then I measured. I was as soon as he handed it to me, and I looked at what an inch was, I was like, I'm good. I didn't mean I'm good. But your mine's like 6, yeah. You just I didn't know if you was asking or not.
I wasn't.
Okay. Mine's is like a 6.
I got some defensive player of the year dick. You know, that's all good.
I feel like
in the NBA, you think is packing the smallest package. I mean, shit. I gotta go like JJ Barea.
No, I wasn't.
He's Spanish, bro.
What does that mean? Barea just said he's Spanish. Is that a stereotype that I don't know about?
I mean, it's just, you know, sure.
I don't think penis size matters that much.
Yeah.
No.
We got the male perspective on a question everyone wanted to hear from the women.
A lot of men be kind of insecure about that shit, but I don't think men should. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm over it. For the longest time, I was insecure about it. I'm like, whatever. She ain't fucking with it. She ain't fucking with it.
And plus, they always looking at porn. It's not like random.
Yeah, very rarely do you see a dick that's smaller than yours.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like not everyone's walking around with 9 inches.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that kind of skewed in the opposite direction. That's a whole conversation about porn, and I'm not interested in having. This man the other day told me that he went 4 months no nut.
Oh yeah, I did. So you want to hear
I want to hear your take on that because I don't believe it.
Okay, so before that, I told the only reason I'm
going to
yeah. Well, no, yeah, there is. I want
to see how long you can
go. I want to discipline myself. I'm into like self-discipline, and I wanted to stop.
You're into getting colon cancer. That's what you're into.
Sounds like a kink thing,
bro.
You was teasing yourself for 4 months.
No, I was in
you and Adrian said on the podcast, like, imagine like being so pathetic to tease yourself while you're jerking. I was like, fuck, I've done that once or twice.
Yo, that's what it sounded like you just did.
So look, the reason why I did that, I wanted to see. So I was on during this period of time, I was on a downward spiral of being ready more consistently than I usually did.
How many times?
Maybe. Okay, so here's my thing.
That's like 3 times a week is like record setting.
If you're not doing it more than once a day, then you are.
Yeah. So
did I say my average?
Yeah, I think my sex drive is. What'd you say?
Should I say my average?
Yeah, it's normal. Yours is normal. It's really normal.
It's 2 times a day.
Yeah.
That's not normal. What?
Then you lying. You know it's normal. Don't make him feel bad. It's normal.
When can you squeeze that in? Not in your scheduling. You have it so
finesse them.
You have that in your schedule. Like my morning jack off session.
When I wake up, when I go to sleep, every time.
How? How do you have energy after you fuck? I mean, you wake up.
It never makes me. It never makes me tired. I've never had that experience.
That's not normal.
I mean, I usually go. When I did it at night.
But you did it once.
Yeah.
I mean, if I
you usually do it like once a day.
No,
Sometimes,
so it would be
sometimes
like
if I do it once to go before I go to bed, and then like 3 hours later I'm still like, well, I can bang one more out.
they could bang one more out. So mine is like 3-4 times a week. But at that moment in time, I was doing like every day, maybe twice a day. So I was like, okay, I need to get a hold of myself.
Oh, wait.
And it was-
wait. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because my peak was twice a day. So you saying your peak is twice a day? or
No,
you
that's
saying
my average now.
Oh.
I'll put up will numbers.
Yeah, that's
Put
what
up will numbers. My average when I was like 14, bro, like 4.
Damn, wait, a day?
What? Okay, when I was 14, I didn't have anything to do in my spare time, so give me that little bit of
But
stuff.
I wasn't even doing that.
Look, man, I was a horny boy.
You just running through lotion, bro.
No, I go dry. I don't need lotion.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
You sick.
I don't do lotion.
Bro, I don't use lotion too yeah, that's too much work. You did that?
Well, you know
If
what
I'm
it was?
going twice
You know
a
what it
day,
was? You know what it was? One time I used lotion, and I found out after the fact, the hard way, that there was something in it that I was allergic to. So my whole dick was just bright red for like a week. And
I
itchy.
couldn't do that.
I don't know, man.
If I'm doing twice a day, I have
Look,
to.
this
do
is why I
something
don't go
easy.
outside, because I got my hand on me.
No, man. No, if you go twice a day, I need something to put myself at ease. I feel like I'll just like
So you're trying to
burning
tell me
myself.
you're trying to tell me that like trying to ease the pain.
No, I would just make it easier for you. Anyway,
When does the
So
pain
you-
end? When you jerk off 2 times a day?
I don't know.
Actually, it increases.
you said 4. You said you went 4 months.
Yeah. I went until it was like literally right in
My
the
longest
beginning of
streak,
the
my
middle.
longest streak since
So,
learning
like-
how to do it was like maximum 3 days.
Yeah. Really?
Maximum 3 days,
Yeah.
and that's like on like family vacations and shit. Like
You have a problem.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah, you got a problem.
I don't know what it is.
And
Maybe
during
I
that,
I
like-
thought that was normal because all my friends are like, "That's it's not that much."
Yeah.
Because one of my friends is like 3
You have
times
the
a day.
horniest friends. Yeah, horny.
I'm exposing myself on here.
I feel like me compared to the average you, I'm not that horny. I'm horny, but like not to the average. You know what I'm saying? Compared to all my friends, I'm like easily the least horniest. So that's how I was
It's
like
ironic.
more
Didn't
easier.
you put sex in your top 2, like most important things?
Yeah. I'm saying when it comes to
But
importance,
for me, sex isn't even in my top 10.
in terms of importance,
I guess if you jacking yourself off twice a day, that shit don't even
No.
that shit don't even matter.
I just genuinely care way more about the connection than anything else. So
Yeah, because you can beat your meat yourself.
no, come on.
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't be concerned about that shit either. Yo, Rusty, you gotta stop. Yo, sorry. I ain't gonna lie, Rusty. We need an intervention. You gotta cut that out. Yo, beating your meat twice a day, on average, you waking up being like prepared to eat an egg McMuffin, then jack off. That's the wildest shit in the world. That's the wildest
I
shit.
know I tell I'm red as shit right now.
So you just ready? You ready to go to bed? You ready to go to bed? You had something to do for us.
yeah. Can't wait to go to bed.
It's like, ooh, it's almost bedtime. Yo, that's the wildest shit in the world. Yo, you wake up with a smile.
Oh, shit.
Yo, that's wild.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
You ain't got a stress in the world. I couldn't do that. I realize if I jack out too much, and I don't.
man.
When I actually have sex, I don't enjoy it as much. That's the reason why. I
Maybe
slow
that's
down.
why.
Yeah,
That's the hardest I have laughed in like a long fucking time.
That's
Jesus
it.
Christ.
That's the reason why I had to like tone down. Because when I'm actually fucking, it just takes me like longer to kind of get into that groove.
That's
and that
interesting
sensation.
because my strategy was just to make sure I last longer. I'll bust out like
Yeah,
3.
you technically
just so that I'm not as sensitive.
Yeah, technically speaking, yeah. So yeah, it does kill your sensitivity when you jack off like that. But when I'm actually having sex, I want to enjoy the shit. I don't want.
Yeah, I mean, limited experience on my minimal times of trying to put on the best performance
Oh,
possible,
man.
which is probably a poor performance, but I'm trying.
It's not. I've also realized like what grade A dick is like for a woman isn't as extravagant as men probably think it is. It's not. But I don't know, Rusty. You probably at least go for 15 minutes on the low end.
If I'm
you
just
jacking off
emptying the
twice a
tank
day,
that much.
if you jack off
That's
twice
true.
a day, your bare minimum is 15 minutes.
It should be, but it's not.
Yeah, I
That's
like,
tough.
yeah. One time, like I did my thing earlier, before girlfriend came over, and I did it with her, and I did not nut that night.
And so that happened to me. That's when I had to stop.
Yeah, that's when I stopped.
I had to get to the point where I wasn't when I wasn't nutting, when I was like actually having sex.
You know what it is? I bet that's probably why, because I've always had the experience. I've only had it like 4 times, but head has never made me nut. Not even close.
Oh no! Well, no, yeah, I've gotten close before.
Not even close.
But yeah, if you stop jacking off,
I can get there, but I cannot finish whatsoever. Like that's like.
Well, maybe the girls who give you head.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, 4 times, so and it's 3 of them were by the same person, so limited.
Oh, you talking about 4 times overall, not 4 different
Yeah.
people? Oh, yeah, she's probably trash.
Fair enough.
Yeah, there's only one girl, whoever was able to make me do that. Her name was Semen Demon. Yeah.
I hope that's not who you're currently.
No.
Her Semen Demon behind the scenes.
Your girlfriend is gonna be upset. Like this.
That was like way back in the past.
Yeah, you're a different man.
You're
now.
20 right now. What are you talking about?
How are you, 40?
He said that like he's like 50. Back in my day, seeing it being
Yeah, that was way back in the past, but she was something serious.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but
Nigga, you're 20.
Have any of you
What are you
guys?
talking about?
I'm probably getting roasted for this because I've only done it once, so don't hate on me too much. It's because this woman was bonkers attractive and it was cheap. Have you ever thought about paying for it once?
No.
I mean, I thought.
Oh, no, I thought about it. Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
about it, but
thoughts like I went on when Backpage was a thing. I used to go on that and just skim. You know what I'm saying?
So
But I thought about whenever I.
So this is when I was like 17 and still nothing at that point. So very attractive woman going for $100 for an hour, and I literally got to the point where
That's overpaying.
I was messaging her. Well, she was like top notch. So like, yeah. I don't know what the average rate is. But
I feel like if you're paying $100 for an hour and you're not going to last an hour.
well, no, it's like you can go multiple times.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was gonna probably, being a virgin at that point, probably would have emptied 15 times an hour. But so I got to the point of texting her, but once there was actually the moment of truth to head over there, chicken the fuck out because I was nervous as shit.
Oh really? So
Yeah.
you flaked on it?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you had $100?
Yeah. I had YouTube money at this point. That was the
Oh,
first
you
thing.
said-
That was the first thing I was gonna spend my YouTube money on was some.
That's crazy. That's the
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Normally, people, I frame my check, but you was ready to just.
Well, actually, you know what? The first thing that I actually spent my YouTube money on was a fucking date that went nowhere. I spent $70 on dinner.
Damn.
That's tough.
And this was when I had like $200 on YouTube, so I just blew a bunch of my money, hoping that I'd get a second date, and I did.
That's tough. That's
Yeah,
tough.
it is tough.
I know a guy, I still know him, yeah, who was a pimp, and he had like a girl on Backpage. But that's not even a thing anymore.
Yeah, that's
What is that? Never heard of
Backpage
that.
where all the prostitutes were.
Yeah, but that's not a thing.
Yeah,
There was some like website where like you look up just escorts. It's a separate website.
or sensual massages. That's what it's
Yeah, and they'll act like, oh yeah, we're just gonna hang out with me and completely naked.
Oh, I have
for
that. I
hours.
have that story though. I had a massage. I went to go get a massage. Like I actually wanted an actual massage, and then the masseuse, she like touched me like twice. Like she's like, okay, so happy ending. And I'm like,
Whoa.
yeah. I was like, I actually want a massage. Like I don't know why you think that I came here for that.
What?
But I was like, yeah,
I'm
but
not
like
saying no.
when we're done with this, go
Well,
ahead.
how-
Like I was like
Give
ready
me,
to
give
do
me
it.
an out
and I
of
was
10
like,
on her
crazy.
because that will determine whether or not.
Wait, what?
How good did she look?
Oh no, she didn't look good.
Okay, well that's fair. Like it was some like 40-year-old woman that looks like, normal.
Yeah, she might be 30 or 40 or something like that. And she was just like,
I mean, we talked about it in the last episode. I'm a fan of MILFs, so.
I don't really like the women like that.
and, well, if she looks a certain way, I don't mind. But
Yeah.
So
That's
so
like
if she
weird.
looked
But she has to be
at
black,
me,
though, too.
Well,
She has to be
not
black.
my
No,
experience.
she's white. I like black girls. My first
I
girlfriend,
bet.
every girl.
I guarantee there are going to be comments calling you a traitor on that.
sell out.
Bro,
You're
no,
a sellout.
She's the first. She's the second white girl that I dealt with ever. Rest all black.
So did you
Technically, yeah. I'm all,
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said rusty all black. Technically, my only girlfriend's been black.
Yeah, that's when you told me. I was like, damn, that's crazy. But yeah, I grew up. I was born in North Carolina, but I only stayed there for like 2-3 years. But I was basically raised here, like, so I think I'm from there.
on this side of town? East side of town?
More north.
Oh,
Little
okay.
north.
Okay.
Yeah, but for you, you can find a white woman to be bad. Like he's talking about it on peer-to-peer. He's like, I'm not attracted to any white women.
Really?
You?
Maybe it's partially a troll.
Yeah.
But like,
I did that on peer-to-peer. I said I'm cursed to be attracted to white women. I'm like, not really.
yeah. But yeah, I really don't find, it'd be really hard for me to find a white woman attractive.
Yes, I feel that. So like literally, like towards the beginning of the year, I was talking to this black girl, and I was like, man, like I really like black girls. And I was with my homie. I was like, bro, I don't think I could ever talk to a white girl. And I was like thinking to myself, like, there's 0% chance like I ever get in a relationship with anyone other than a black girl. And then she just popped up. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And like, I was just like, fuck it, I don't have that. I don't have that like mindset. Towards
All right. So on that note, we're getting towards the end here.
How long you been in a relationship?
With her?
A week.
Like a week.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he's right.
Wrap this up.
It was his idea to bring his girlfriend on the podcast.
Yeah, what's up with you?
I'm cool with her.
How long you know each other?
Like July.
Nigga, wrap this up.
I was like,
It's August.
Yeah, I know. Very early. I know.
Yo.
Listen,
Wait, where'd you do this?
Huh?
Where'd you?
Not on like in person, not on Tinder.
Look,
I'm just asking where though.
It was at Alfred Avalon.
he's that confident that it's going to work out. But I told him like you have to be fully aware of the risk because like you break up in 2 weeks. And
Look,
it's,
at the end of the
stupid.
day, with females, like I'm not. I don't want to say I'm emotionless, but like I don't pour any of my emotions into females. You know what I'm saying? And just think of it as like,
Okay,
well,
So how are you in a
sociopath
relationship?
shit.
Yeah, that is. How are you in a relationship and you don't pour no emotions?
when I say that, I mean like I don't attach much of my emotion to girls. You know
Like
what I'm
his
saying?
world's not going to end if the relationship ends.
Then that means
So
you're not.
the way you're saying it is
Yeah.
not well.
That means you're not in a relationship then.
I mean, I am. She's my girlfriend, but like, if we were to break up, or whatever, it wouldn't be the end of my world, like he said. You know what I'm saying?
Is there
Like,
people
I have
that
feelings for her.
like if their girlfriend breaks up, they're like depressed for.
Yeah, I wouldn't be depressed. I wouldn't be depressed. I'm not
And
like.
you so young though.
But you'd
I
be
mean-
sad. I'd hope. Please say you'd be sad.
Yeah, I would like, it would like definitely ruin my vibe.
Yeah.
But like
That's a big
next
thing for
next
Mojo.
week.
If you ruin his body,
Yeah,
really
yeah,
fuck
right.
with
God
him.
forbid
Yeah,
his vibe is ruined.
Yeah, like next day I'm celebrating with my boys. My girl just broke up with us. Turn up.
All right, so I got my 2 questions. I want to see. Can I get my boy Mojo 99 on peer to peer?
Yeah, that's fine.
Hell yeah! All right, looking out for you. And then 2, we are ending with every guest. We didn't do it for 2 of them. And one of them would have been inappropriate because I would have asked his girlfriend this question. So, who is your favorite porn star?
I don't
Don't
watch.
give me that, you don't watch
No.
bullshit.
I don't watch porn. Like I don't watch witchcraft porn, professional porn. I watch amateur shit
Why?
because it's real. I don't want to hear. Like I don't. Come on. Why I have to hear?
The acting is like so unnecessary.
It's
like
so
straight to the
unnecessary.
Look,
yeah.
man. I get where you're coming from that, but like it's like everything's lit poorly and it's not as
But that's
real.
real life.
No, but I don't jerk off to real life. I jerk off to fantasy.
I don't need to jerk off to a spotlight over a girl's head just so we can get the right angle.
All right, fair enough. I
But I only know like a few of my Skin Diamond is like one that I know.
someone got to be crazy attractive or well done for amateur shit to be something I'm watching.
Why does she have to wear makeup on?
No,
That
it's
doesn't
not
happen in real
makeup.
life.
It's not like makeup.
Oh, you said well done, so I was trying to figure out like what you
No,
mean.
I just mean like they have like just basically like it's the cinematography.
Wow, no. But then again, you jacking out twice a day, so you gotta get everything and it gotta be right for you.
All right, so you want the top?
Yo, that means that Russ,
I
that
have
means
a top 3. I have a top 3.
You got bookmarks?
No. Fuck no. I have a top. Well, I have videos in mind that I circulate to every once in a while.
So you have bookmarks now.
mental tab. That's what they are.
Mental
Mental tab.
All right, so I got my top 3. My top 3 all-time number 1 Alexis Texas, number 2 Megan Rain, and number 3 Lisa Ann.
I
That's
feel
my
like
top
I've
three.
heard Lisa Ann.
Yeah, she's like probably the biggest porn star ever.
Damn.
She has big titties, right?
Yeah, she does.
She's old, right?
She's a MILF now. She wasn't in her prime, but I like MILFs, so.
Man, you have mental bookmarks of porn videos. That's
I have titles in mind.
Damn.
You should have asked what was your favorite category.
Okay, what's favorite category?
Well, technically it's still amateur, but ebony amateur,
Well, I could have guessed that one.
and for the longest, don't judge me though.
Oh boy.
It was a school teacher type of.
Oh, I'm not gonna judge you. I literally talked
But-
about on the last podcast. I talked about my teacher that I wanted to fuck.
I've never had a teacher, but I don't know why. But like the whole
Well,
scenario.
she's a white woman, so never mind.
I was gonna say, well, if you had mine, you would have, but never mind.
But like the whole like playing out a scenario of like something that would happen. I don't know. That's
So you're into that step by step shit.
That's wild. No, not those scenarios. But amateurs definitely peak right now.
So do you guys not care about story at all? I'm not talking about that one. I'm not watching that shit. But like,
What do you mean?
like you want a little bit of a story, or you want to get right to the action every time?
Oh, I don't. You should just want to get straight to the action because you got shit to do in the day. So, like, you need to hurry, just go crazy. I don't like at this point. If I ever
It's literally like max 15 minutes out of my day in total, with both of them combined. Like it's not like I'm wasting my day away just beating my
you
meat.
don't even treat yourself when you jack off twice a day. You just
I ain't got time.
Yeah,
I don't have time.
Yeah, you treat yourself like a prostitute. That's crazy. These guys be in and out. That's crazy.
I'm basically just milking myself.
That's crazy. But I'm actually doing some of what you did. That's what I was trying to figure out. Like you said, 4 months.
Yeah.
Like I haven't in the past 2 months. I probably jerked off like 3 times. But it's kind of like what you like. I'm trying to get
sex maniac.
discipline myself.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just trying to discipline myself.
Don't say yeah exactly after I say apparently I'm some sex maniac.
Oh, no.
Oh no! I said I'm trying to discipline myself.
Okay, so I'm just not disciplined.
I mean, try it for a week, see how
I've never put any weight into it. I've never viewed it like some important thing.
You have to because you wake up. And
No, what I mean is I've never viewed it as even slightly a big deal.
Rusty, you have to because you wake up and do it.
No,
You can literally go in your bed and just go to sleep, but you don't. Where are you sleeping at?
Here?
Oh, shit.
No!
I have not done it on a trip. I'm not a monster.
Yo, Rusty. You sleeping on this cover?
I have been, but I have not done that at all.
Yo, man.
On my
This
life.
cover come off, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, cool.
Come on, man. Don't
I'm
do
just
that.
saying, yo.
Like, this podcast, basically, you roasted me.
I'm just saying, Rusty, you can literally just go to bed, but you literally tell yourself, like, I gotta beat my meat before I catch these meat.
You know what it is? It's because I usually, almost every morning or every night, I scroll Twitter and I see some shit and I'm like, oh, fuck, I gotta do that.
He's like, oh yeah.
I follow a lot of egos.
He's like, that thing again, I gotta get that off my checklist. But then you wake up and do what? You go back on Twitter?
Well, yeah, first, I'm addicted to Twitter, so it doesn't hurt. It doesn't help.
So just don't do Twitter like that.
Yeah, I do need to stop doing Twitter like that.
The other night, Rudy experienced, like, he didn't see it, but like,
I'm glad you brought this up.
Yeah, Rudy caught the signal that it was that time for him, because he was like, he was walking around asking about like, where's my earbuds at? And he was like confused. It was like 11 at night. I don't know what time it was, but you then revealed to us that it was that time for you to go ahead and be.
It was in there though. It was.
So you have that here.
Yeah, I was lying.
Yo, give me your discount.
It wasn't in the couch. It was just in that bag. I would have
But
been in
who's
the
to
couch,
say
so I
that
know
you
other
when you
people are
woke?
gonna sit on it.
But
I'm
when
not
you,
a monster.
I know, but when you woke up this morning.
Not this morning, no. Look, I'm not. I can control myself. I'm not like.
So we gotta hurry and wrap this podcast so you can just go ahead and do it.
It's getting too late.
Yeah, that's getting coming. It's coming. Your bedtime right at
I'm cutting it to one a day after this. Like, it's not like I can't not do it. It's not like that. I just do.
So if you had to choose, which one?
What do you say?
Which one are you cutting?
morning or night.
Oh, morning, easy. Because half of the time, morning like slows me down. So it's like I gotta do that.
I
So
got
I don't get into my shit early. So at night, the day's wrapping up. So you might as well bang one out.
Yo, man. That's,
So many people are gonna be judging me in the comments. I don't give a fuck. Fuck all of you.
Dude, so even when like you would be on a time crunch, like before school,
Dude, 30 minutes of this podcast is talking about my jerking off habits.
so
it's
like,
crazy. This is an intervention.
I didn't think it was that weird. 2 a day. It's 15 minutes of my day, man.
You pull 2 a days. You know, you double uploading. Rusty, again, you gotta get Rusty. You gotta stop. It's like it was to a point where I would be like so busy where I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't actually jacked off in like a few days.
I can't tell you how much though. It's not like I'm fucking addicted to it. I'm telling you.
Rusty, I'm dead as addiction.
I'm telling you. If I'm promising from now, I'm doing one.
Rusty,
I'm doing
you
one. And
can't-
I'm not gonna have a single fucking.
Rusty,
problem
you
doing
came
that.
to somebody else's house and said, yo, where are my earbuds at? Yo, that's an addiction. shit, Rusty.
Look, again, I saw some shit on Twitter, so.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
You know what part of that is, though? When I get going, it's really hard for me to drop it, so. Like,
What?
Like,
But like,
if I get a boner,
you
it's hard
get
for
triggered.
it to
It's like
go
you
away.
get triggered easily.
I get
'Cause
triggered
for me,
easily, and if I get a boner, it's hard for it to go away without me doing something about it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Bro, just lock your knees.
Lock my knees?
Lock your knees.
Whenever you go on Twitter, bro,
What does that mean?
I know.
Just crush my dick.
So that means you just be.
Lock your knees.
What
Cut
is
off
that?
your
What?
circulation.
Oh, got you. Okay.
So you
I
just be
knew
scrolling
people
through
that
Twitter
were
and you just immediately get a hearty.
I follow a lot of e-girls who retweet a lot of other
Well, you
e-girls.
just unfollow them.
That's probably a good idea. But I was doing this before I had a Twitter, so that's just kind of an excuse.
So you're addicted, Rusty.
Oh my god, bro. This Rusty admitting to his porn addiction. There you go, bro. I caught you.
I ain't trying to be. I'm just being serious. You are addicted, Rusty.
Alright, well, I'm going to work on that because apparently it's a problem.
Mind the thing.
I can get it to one a day, and I feel like one a day is relatively normal. Like, give me that. Give me that at least.
I thought 2 a day was normal.
Yeah.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I did because I have friends.
Yo, Rusty trying to. I put my hand down on Rusty's hands right now.
Oh, you gotta zoom into that. Y'all touch hands? That was his right hand too. Oh, that was his right hand too.
Yo, Rusty, you right-handed?
Yes, he is.
Now I'm left-handed.
No, he's using his right outside.
You ambidextrous?
Now I'm like LeBron, I'm left-handed, so, you know, I should
Back line.
Alright. Yeah, we can wrap this podcast.
Dude, man. Oh, man, it's Corona. I'm washing my hands all the time.
Oh, man, that's tough.
Oh, man. I'm not going to look good after this episode, but I'm still releasing it. I don't care.
A bunch of our fans are young anyway, so they probably jack off twice a day. They probably think to themselves, like, oh, that's normal.
Hopefully. Or they're all going to be like, dude, I do it once a week. It'll be like, even Mojo's crazy. We're doing it 3 times a week.
Yeah, it's all like.
But you're in a relationship.
What's yours?
No, now I don't know.
over here.
Yeah.
We haven't said shit.
I do about 5. About 5.
A day?
What?
No! A day? A week.
Okay,
A week.
5.
Yeah, I take weekends off.
Weekends off. You think
That's
that's
what I was pulling a 9 to 5.
like the most? Oh shit.
Yo, y'all
Honestly,
crazy.
I feel like times a day is less important than duration. Like if you're doing it once, if you're doing like 3 times a week, but your total time is like more than mine, then what's you're taking time. with
Nobody's jacking off that long,
yourself.
Rusty.
Some people. Oh, you're talking about taking time with myself. So clearly, that's what you do.
No, I'm just saying you do it so often. I would think that that's what you would do.
No, because I got shit to do.
I guess you take time out twice a day. Yeah, you're probably right. That's still Rusty.
I'll make it one.
And
all right?
no lotion.
I don't need it. I don't.
Yeah, I never. I think you lotion was just a hassle. I tried like once.
It's not like I'm chafing.
Oh god, I don't know. That's
That's between me and my dick.
that shit. That's outrageous.
All right. Well, on that note, that's the end of the podcast.
Crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's
Oh
crazy.
man. All right. Apparently, I'm a porn addict. I'll see you guys later.